Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are all welcome to this search engine optimization and search engine marketing workshop. In our previous class, we looked at content marketing, and content marketing plays a vital role in the other digital marketing modules. Without great content, you cannot publish content on websites, you cannot create good ads, you cannot create social media campaigns, and so on. You cannot even create a good email marketing campaign. So content actually plays a vital role as far as the other digital marketing modules are concerned. In today's class, we are going to focus more on search engine optimization and search engine marketing. The reason why I decided to merge these two modules together is because they have some familiar terms which we are going to be talking about over and over again, like keyword, like search term. And of course, these modules are all created, or these types of ads are all created with the help of a search engine and with the help of a website as well. So without a website, you can't talk about search engine optimization. Without a website, you can't talk about search engine marketing, which means that if you want to call yourself a search engine optimization expert, you should have an idea on how a website looks like. You should have an idea on how the back end of a website looks like. If you want to call yourself a search engine marketing expert, you should equally know how the back end of a website looks like, because there are going to be tracking codes which you have to place at the back end of a website. And if you don't know how to do that, it therefore means you're going to seek the help of a web developer, which in some cases, it might become very, very difficult to get hold of them when something very pressing comes up. So we always advise our digital marketing students, please make sure you study web development. Please make sure you understand how web design functions, how the back end of a website functions. Even if you don't know how to design the website completely, just understand how the back end looks like, or how to interact with the back end, so that you can be able to add your tracking codes without any problem. Good enough, when it comes to search engine optimization, there's an aspect of web development which every SEO expert should know. And we always cover that as well. So the first thing you should understand when it comes to search engine marketing is that you need a website. As far as search engine marketing or search engine optimization is concerned, it has to do with a website, which practically means that you need a PC to interact with this very well. When it comes to SEO and SEM, you keep mobile phones aside, okay? You can actually interact with social media platforms using your mobile device. You can even create some ads, ads with little objectives. You can manage to do that on your mobile devices. But when it comes to creating search engine marketing campaigns or working with SEO, you practically need a website. There is no two-way around it. Okay, before we get to the slides, we are going to carry out a little practical exercise. Okay, these are things which you guys have done on your day-to-day activity. Please, if you can see my screen, just indicate in the chat area that yes, yes, yes. So I am sure that I am sharing the right screen. I've just opened the Google Chrome browser. So I want to be sure that each and every one of you can see the browser. Okay, fantastic. So this is a browser. This is the Google Chrome browser. Majority of you use browsers in your day-to-day activities to carry out research, to try to get information to help you in school. You're trying to work on your project. You want to watch a video. You want to get content that can enable you complete your project. You want to buy something online. You use browsers day in, day out. And there are different types of browsers. We have the Bing browser, we have the Firefox browser, we have the Google Chrome browser, we have the Internet Explorer, we have Safari. There are so many of them. Why we have majority of these, so these why we have majority of these please. Why we have majority of these browsers, there are some that are very, very popular, while some are gradually going out of existence. Example, the first browser in the modern era was the Yahoo browser. Majority of us know the Yahoo browser very well. Remember, we used to you go to the cyber cafe, you have to buy time. That time you could not have access to the internet with the help of your smartphone. The only way you could have access to the internet is by going to a cyber cafe. You buy time, you get interact with your Yahoo, right? You go to the Yahoo browser, you interact with the Yahoo browser. You literally, sometimes you only send emails using the Yahoo mail. So during that period, that was the only browser. Then Google came to play, right? We're able to use Google search engines to carry out activities, to do our research. So Yahoo has been there for a very long time, no doubt, but Google has actually come and has surpassed Yahoo due to the fact that majority of the tools we use online are being owned by Google. For example, the Android, which we are very familiar with, for every Android device or every smartphone you buy, you always have the Google Chrome browser or just the Google itself, the app, okay, where you can do your research. So majority of the smartphones come with this browser as a default. And we all know that the two softwares that are currently existing and they are competing in the market is the iOS software and the Android software. So basically, they are in what? These are all results which are being displayed to you when you do a search, right? If I do another search like rent a house, we are going to have other results as well, okay? Now, I am using the Google Chrome browser to get access to the Google search engine. There is a difference between a browser and a search engine. You can't have access to search engines without the help of a browser. I can use a single browser and I get access to several search engine platforms. I can use Google Chrome, which is a browser, to get access to Google, which is now a search engine, to get access to Bing, which is now a search engine, to get access to Yahoo, which is what? A search engine. I can literally go to my Chrome right now and I type here yahoo.com. Now, this is a search engine platform. Okay, this is a search engine. I can open another tab and I type here Bing. And we are going to have the Bing search engine. This is the Bing search engine. So I'm going to click on it. We have the Yahoo, which is still loaded. We have the Bing right here. So this is the Yahoo. It actually works like Google as well. You can do your research here. You can search any information on the internet and you're going to get results. And some of the results which you get, you obviously get that when you use Google, you obviously get that when you use Bing. They are all search engines. Now I'm using a single browser to get that result. I can still use Firefox as well, and I'll get access to Google, I'll get access to Bing, I'll get access to Yahoo. I can use Safari, I can use Internet Explorer, I can use Opera Mini or Opera, any of the browsers I'm going to get results. For this class, we are going to be using just the Google search engine. Okay, we are not going to use these other ones, but I believe and I hope that you all now know the difference between a browser and a search engine. So let's say I've done a search online, right? After doing my search, I've been able to get variety of results. These are all results which I have gotten based on this word which I have used to carry out my research. Now, as an audience, as someone who doesn't know anything about digital marketing, or as someone who is trying to get information from the internet, any word which you use on the internet to get results, that word is known as a search term. This is a search term. This is a search term. Note that. Now, how is it possible that when I type this word here, or this search term here, I'm able to get results? There are several companies that are actually offering what? Car rental. Why is it that only these companies are on the first page? Because this page, which you see right here, is known as the search engine result page. And there are over 1,000 plus. This is just the first page. Why is it that when I do this search, I'm able to get this result? And if I continue doing this same search, just take a good look, right? So I've typed here rent a car. These are the results we got. We got results from Yango. We got results from rental cars. We got results from Lease Drive. We got results from Safa. We got results from Shifty UAE, right? Now I'm going to do a search again. I'm still going to click enter to search the same word on rent a car. And we're able to still get other results. See, we still have Yango at the top. We still have Drift UAE at the top. We still have one-click drive. Let me search again. You see? So the results which you get here are mostly the same companies, okay? Same companies always popping up. Same thing with what? Rent a house. We did a search on rent a house. Property Finder appeared. Dubizel appeared. Bayou appeared, and so on. If I take a search again, I click on enter, you notice that the same companies keep popping up over and over again. Now, what is the reason? These words, which we call search terms, they can only produce result if the companies owning these websites place these same words in their website or at the back end of their website. Or when they were creating an ad, they placed that word there, which means that this search term must match up with another word at the back end of a website or being used in an ad. That's the only time results are going to show on the search engine result page. There is no other method, which means that if you have a business, you have a website for that business, and you deal with car rental, and during the process of creating your website, you did not add this word, rent a car, at the back end of your website. Just know that whenever someone does a search online, your website will never appear. Okay, when someone types the word rent a car, your website will never appear here. And that's the reason why when people create websites, the websites are always hidden. It is not visible. It does not drive traffic. It does not bring in traffic. That is because what? They have not chosen the right words to add at the back end of their website. This word, to an audience, to someone doing a search online, this word is known as a search term. To a digital marketer, to a web developer who has placed this word at the back end of their website so that people can search and get that site, that word to them is known as a keyword. Get the difference between a search term and a keyword. A search term is the word, or it is the word used by an audience. Okay? Words that are used by audience to carry out research on any search engine platform. That is known as a search term. But to a digital marketer who has placed that word at the back end of their website so that the website can be visible, it is known as a keyword. We are going to be using the word keyword over and over again. So please try to understand what it means, because we are now like the digital marketers. We are not going to focus more on the search term. We are going to focus more on the keyword, because we want those words to be at the back end of our website so that people can easily get access to our website or to our ads. This is very, very important. Now, whenever you do a search online, there are two major types of results, or there are two results which you get. Before telling you these two results, I'm just going to demonstrate something. Look at this search which we did very well. Okay, look at this search very well. Now, I'm going to do some annotations here. This is a single result. This result which you see here belongs to a single website. This result which you see here belongs to a single website. This result which you see here belongs to a single website. So I hope you can easily identify it. You are actually going to notice the spaces between the results, okay? The spaces between the results actually identify that these content are for different websites, or they are for different businesses. Now you notice that this one, you've noticed this one, you've noticed this one, and you've noticed this one, right? So can somebody tell me, can somebody identify any difference? What makes this one? What makes this one different from this? Please, if you are a digital marketing student at Alita Group Institute, this question is not for you. Okay? You are just like a spectator. You are not permitted to answer any question. Who can tell me the difference? What makes this ad different from this one?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. What makes it different is that the one up with one that has sponsored is paid. That is SEM, search engine marketing. While the one down is SEO, search engine optimization.
Now,
which is organic traffic.
Now that, yes, you have actually given the difference, but I'm saying physically you are looking the ad. How did you identify? How do you know what makes one different from the other? That's my question. Okay, just tell me what made you to understand that one is a paid ad and one is a free ad. What is the difference? What actually differentiates one from the other?
One is
Because of the
paid.
sponsored, the sponsored there. One is sponsored, but the other there's no sponsored, so it differentiates the two.
One is sponsored, one is not sponsored. I'm not still getting the right answer. Someone should put it very well.
Okay, the first ad means that the business behind that post, it's paying to appear there.
No,
So
you are actually answering the question. You are actually going deep. I'm saying, looking at this ad, looking at these two results physically, what is differentiating one from the other? Answer the question like someone who knows nothing about digital marketing. Because some of you actually have an idea, you know what digital marketing is, but then I want you to explain to someone that you're actually looking at the two and you're actually spotting a particular thing which is available in one and not on the other one. What is that?
I would say the image. The image. Is that
Both
And
the
their
image
logo.
displayed?
Yes, the image displayed. Okay. What
The
else?
logo too. If you check it, the upper one has a different logo from the down one. So that's the difference.
Well, there are two different businesses.
Can I say something?
Obviously, they should have different logos. So that is not what I'm trying to. Yes.
Okay. Let me.
okay,
Can I?
the first one doesn't have site links, but the second one has site links and
You are
extensions.
still going. You are still going deep. You are still going deep.
Can I say something?
Yes.
One of them has meta description.
You are still
Hello?
going deep. I need. What is? But listen, guys.
The image. The first one.
Hello?
The first one does not have an image attached
This one
to it.
could
While the
still.
second
This one could still. The one at the top could still have an image, but that's not what differentiates them.
Hello?
Okay, the
Okay,
24
the second
hours.
one is more detailed.
Please,
It's more detailed.
let's be coordinated, please. I want, when your hand, just indicate with your hand up. Yes. We have Martinien. Can you answer? Precious. Yes, answer. Just looking
I
at
feel
it.
like looking at it, is it the title? Like all of them just have different. Like don't have lowest cost of rent car. Don't have get AED free delivery. Like they just have different.
No,
stuff
they
like that. I
are
don't know
two.
that
They are
one.
from two different companies, so obviously they should have
Yeah.
that difference. Obviously,
Hello.
they have that difference, but there is something significant. Something, it is very clear. Now, wait, before I listen, just listen, guys. Listen. I said, let me tell you guys. Let me just explain something, okay? Let me explain something before I ask the question again. Let me explain something before I ask the question again. 1 minute. Let me clear off this. Now, look at this ad. Look at this ad and this first ad and this second ad, they are similar. The first one, the second one, and the third one, they are similar. There is something that makes them similar. There is something available in this one, this one, this one, and this one. But when I go down after the fourth one, I notice that that thing that makes them similar is not available here. Let me put it that way. What is that?
Oh, okay. I've seen that the first three, they have the words rent a car inside.
No, but all of them have rent a car. That is why they are showing up. I already explained to you that all these ads you see here have the word. Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
One is sponsor ad. While the other one is not a sponsor ad.
Yes. Listen, it is a sponsored ad, while the other one is not a sponsored ad. So what is making it different is this word sponsored. That is what I want. That is the answer I've been asking. It's okay. It's okay. Some already answered. So the difference, listen, guys, you can mute your mics now. The difference between this ad, okay, and this one is just this word sponsored. Those of you who are saying there are images, there are no images. This ad here has an image. This ad here has an image, okay? But it doesn't mean they are the same, all right? Whenever you do a search online, you're going to notice two things. You will notice that one result has this word sponsored at the top, just immediately at the top, while the other does not have. Whenever you see the difference, note that this is a paid ad, okay? Initially, we had the word ads here. It has been changed of recent, okay? So if it was ad, I think it would have been easy to identify. So this word sponsored simply means that this company which you see here has paid for this ad to show here, okay? While this company has used, they are not paying for their ad to be shown here, but they have used all the techniques they can to ensure that the content on their website is great. Once the content on their website is great, Google is going to rank that website and bring it to the first page or to the top of the search engine result page. Okay, so whenever you see the word sponsor, when you do a search, note that this is a paid ad. Whenever you don't see the word sponsored, know that this is a free ad. Okay, please note that. Very, very important. Now, this is the Google search result page. This page which we have here is a Google search result page. Okay, sometimes you can easily note if this is the first page or the second page or the third page. Now, how can you note that? When you scroll right down, you're going to see next below. Sometimes you might not see that, okay? You'll be scrolling down and it keeps on going down and down and down and down. It'll be very difficult for you to actually identify that. I hope it is clear. So how am I able to know that this is the first page, this is the second page? When I scroll, I already know. When I scroll right down, remember when I was scrolling down, when I reach at one moment, the thing stopped scrolling. Then after some time, it now pushed up. All right, that is when I knew that the first page has ended and now we are on what? The second page. Sometimes it becomes so difficult to identify. See, this page, the first page ended here. Then we have related searches, all this information. The second page now, the second page started here. On other browsers, maybe on your smartphone, on your PC, you might find that next button here where you can move from one page to another. Now on Google, these are what we call paid ads. And on the first page of Google search results, there are always a maximum of 7 paid ads. Maximum of 7. You see this sponsored. They are all paid ads. Okay? And there are always maximum of 7. Out of these 7 ads, we have 4 at the top, a maximum of 4 at the top, and a maximum of 3 at the bottom. Why do I say maximum? That's because at one moment you might have just 1 paid ad at the top. At one moment you will have just 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, but you can't go above 4 at the top, and you can't go above 3 at the bottom. All right, these companies have contacted Google and they have said, Google, I have a business. I want to advertise my business to a specific audience. I want people in Kenya. I want people in Nigeria to know about my business. So I want to use your service to advertise my business in this particular area, in this particular region. Google will say, okay, good and fine. In order for us to do that, obviously we are going to charge you. And the digital marketer says, no problem. So how am I going to pay for the service? So Google will say, it's very simple. What you're going to do is, we are going to give you our platform. You are going to create those ads there, and then you leave it to us. We are going to advertise your business to people. Now, whenever someone sees your business and clicks on it on this search engine, then we are going to charge you for that. You are going to pay us for that service. Okay? So whenever you create an ad as a digital marketer, Google does not charge you initially. That is for a specific ad, by the way, because there are different types of paid ads. So Google will not charge you initially. What happens is that you are going to create the ad, and when it has been posted, Google will start showing your ads to people. Google can show your ad to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, but they are not going to charge you for that 2,000 people that have seen your ad. They will only charge you. They will say, hey, 1 person clicked on your ad, so we are charging you for that 1 person. We are not charging you for the for the thousands of people that saw the ad. We are only going to charge you for those who have clicked on the ad and have visited your website. So I always say usually, because it is not in every circumstance that you are going to be charged only when someone clicks on your ad. There are other circumstances where you are going to pay per view. Okay? So, or you're going to be paid per 1,000 view or per 1,000 display. But at this moment, I want you to understand it, because this is the core as far as paid ads are concerned. So I mentioned that there are 5, 6, 7. So I mentioned that there are 7, a maximum of 7. When you use the Bing browser might have 10, 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. Other browsers have theirs. But since Google is the most popular, it is very important that you note this. Okay? So all these ads, they are not appearing at the top or at the bottom at random. There is a reason why this guy is the first. There's a reason why this is the second. There's a reason why this guy came the third. And obviously, if I am searching for a company that offers car rental services and I do my search, there is a higher chance that I am going to first of all click on the first ad and visit their website. So the person at the top has higher chances to receive more clicks than the second, third, fourth, or fifth. Okay, this is very important. Now that brings us to the word PPC. You are going to hear this word over and over when it comes to digital marketing, when it comes to Google Ads, or when it comes to search engine marketing. So at the end of this class, when you hear the word PPC, it should not be strange to you. Okay, the full meaning of PPC is pay per click. Pay per click. What is the meaning of pay per click? Pay per click here simply means that when you create an ad, you are only going to pay when someone clicks on that ad and visit your website. That's the meaning of PPC. Okay, now there is a platform which is known as the Google Ads platform. That is where all the magic is being done. That is where all the paid ads are being created. So as a digital marketer, you should be able to know how to create these ads. And we are going to I'm going to explain to you the various processes. Okay, so at this level, we have 4 ads at the top and 3 at the bottom. Now, how do these ads appear on these various positions? The first company we have here is Yango at the top. The second company is Rent a Car. The third company is Lease Drive. And the fourth here is what? The fourth here is business.google. This should be Google, right? business.google.com. So the fourth here should be AI Safa. So I'll put AI. So these 4 companies have created ads. Why did the first one appear before the second? Yango is at the top because Yango told Google, at this moment I am creating this ad, right? And I know that there are so many people in the market that are in this same industry, car rental service. So what I want to do is I want to pay you, okay? Pay the clicks which we are being charged for. I want to pay you higher than any other company. So if the other companies were paying maybe $1 for 1 click, I am ready to pay you $2 for 1 click. So Google will say, wow, I see there's a lot of competition in the market. All right, no problem. If you are willing to pay me $2 per click, then I'm going to place your ad at the top. Okay, so the market works like, let's say AI came first, Safa came first in the market. They are the first in the market to do car rental or to run ads for car rental. So they came in, they paid $1, and their ads were running. They are always at the top, no problem. Then all of a sudden, Lease Drive came in. They noticed that Safa has been running ads continuously, and they are getting more clients. People are clicking on their ad. So they will contact Google and say, Google, I've noticed this company is creating ads, right? This company is creating ads and they're always at the top. I am going to pay you $2. I am going to pay you $2 so that my ad will be at the top. So at this level, only these 2 companies are competing. So if only these 2 companies are competing, it therefore means that they are always going to be at the top positions, right? The first and the second. There is nobody to beat them at that level. They're always at the top. Okay? Now, if Rent a Car now comes in and decide that they are going to pay $3, it therefore means they are going to beat the first 2 and they are going to be at the top. Then, of course, Yango comes in and decides to pay maybe $4. So since this guy is willing to pay $4, they are always going to be at the top. So as a digital marketer, you should be able to identify how the hell these guys got to the top. You should be able to identify how much they are paying to be at the top so that you can beat them. Just looking at this ad, you cannot know. You can't know, okay? You can't actually know how much this guy is paying. You can't know how much this guy is paying. But there are tools which, when you're creating your ad, you'll be able to identify who is above the other. Okay, this is very important. This goes to the last 3 as well. Since there are 7 positions, if you can't fall in the first 4 positions, Google is going to kick you down to the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And sometimes if we have up to 7 people who are in a competition and you are on the 8th position, let's say this guy was, let me take all of this off. Let me take some of these things off. Now, let's say we have these guys at the top, right? So let's say the 6th person came in, this guy $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Then you as a 7th person, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me go back. Let me make it more realistic. Let's say the 7th person is bidding $2. They see 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these guys are bidding. This is the amount they are bidding. So you came into the market. You don't even know anything. You don't know how the bidding strategy is working, right? You don't know what's happening. You don't know how much people are bidding. You just came into the market and said, Google, what I have is just my $1. I don't have me a lot of money. So please just use that money and run my ads. You are bidding for $1. The amount which you're willing to pay is $1. It therefore means that you will never appear on the first 7 position unless someone drops out of the market. That's the only way. Some digital marketers do create ads. You've not understood how ads are being done. You've probably watched a video on how to create ads for about 1 hour. You don't even know what is happening. You decide to run an ad. At the end of the day, your ad is not being seen by people. Google is not deducting money from you. And you say, what is happening? What is happening? Why is my business not booming? Why are my ads not being visible? That's because you've not looked at the bidding strategies. You've not known how much these guys are bidding and what you should do in order to appear in any position. So if you decide to enter the market and you want to appear, now let me ask this question, okay? So the 7th person is paying 2, the 6th person is paying 3, the 5th person is paying 4, the 4th person 5, the 3rd person 6, the 2nd person 7, and the 8th person 8. Now, if I am getting into the market and what I have in my pocket to bid for is $6.5, where do you think I'm going to appear on this chart or on the search result page? If I am bidding $6.5, please raise your hand. Okay, we don't want random answers. No Koro answers, please. Which position are you going to appear? Let's say, let me take off this notation. Let's say you're bidding. Look at it carefully, guys. Number 1 is $8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3, and 7, 8. Which position are you going to appear? Yes, Ellie. Which position?
That should be 3. You'll be at the 3rd.
Good. You are going to be at the 3rd position because you are going to kick the person on the 3rd position because the person is bidding $6. But since you can't go above 6 or you can't go above 7, Google is going to place you on this position. Okay? Now, if you are having 5.5, please let's get the answer. Everybody should answer in the chat, in the comment section. If you're having 5.5, which position are you going to appear? Which position? With Winfred says 4th, P says 5th, 4th, 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 4th. Perfect. You're going to appear on the 4th position because you're going to kick AI, who is on the 4th position because they are bidding what? $5.5. So whenever you're running an ad, basically that's what happens. All right. So as a digital marketer, you should be able to analyze. You should be able to know where your competitors are, which positions your competitors are. Once you're able to identify that, it's going to be very, very easy for you. Okay? So that is great. Let me take off. Perfect. So we've been able to identify paid ads. Whatever you see, whenever you see the word sponsored above any ad, know that it is a paid ad. Now, these are all Google ads. This is what we call search engine marketing. Whenever you see the word sponsored on an ad, know that it is a paid ad. And this is being done with the help of what we call search engine marketing. Okay? Search engine marketing. That brings us to our slides. So let's get to our slides. I believe that is well understood. So whatever we're going to be doing now, you should really understand. All right? So in today's session, we're going to be talking about the introduction to SEM and SEO. I've already given you a brief introduction to SEM, so it's going to be very easy. We're going to understand search engine marketing, understand search engine optimization, and of course, we are going to have a Q&A session. Objective. The objective of this training session is for you to understand the definition and the importance of search engine marketing and search engine optimization, identify the different types of ads okay, and their purpose in search engine marketing. Understand the role of on-page, off-page, and technical SEO. By definition, what is search engine optimization? Before we get there, let me just take you guys to search engine marketing so we don't get confused. We'll come to SEO later. So search engine, sorry. Supposed to be talking about search engine. Oh, all right. So I've made some error with the slides, but no problem. So search engine marketing is a method in which you create paid ads, okay, which is going to target a specific audience. That's one thing you need to understand when it comes to search engine marketing. Just give me 1 minute. Let me adjust this. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. So we just have everything on a single slide. Single slide. Search engine marketing. Okay.
Okay. Please be fast.
Okay, 1 minute, guys. I will share right now. Share. Okay. All right. So search engine marketing is a form of internet marketing that involves the promotion of websites by increasing their visibility in search engine result pages. Okay, so like I earlier mentioned, when it comes to search engine marketing, you are using search engine platforms to create paid ads, all right, that are actually visible to specific audiences. Okay, so what's the importance of search engine marketing? Search engine marketing helps businesses to reach their target audience quickly and efficiently by appearing at the top of search results, driving immediate traffic and conversion. Now, when it comes to search engine marketing, your main goal is to reach out to a specific audience immediately. When it comes to advertisement, right, we talked about paid advertisement and organic advertisement. Organic advertisement simply means you're using the free tools to reach out to your audience. But one thing you need to understand about organic advertisement is that it takes a lot of time for it to reach its audience. Very important. So when it comes to search engine marketing, you are struggling to reach out to that specific audience immediately, like instantly. You want them to know about your business immediately. Okay, so common search engine marketing strategies include pay per click, like I already mentioned. PPC simply means what? Pay per click. So when you create an ad whereby you are going to be charged only when someone clicks on the ad, that is known as what? PPC advertising. Then we are going to see display ads, we're going to see shopping ads, we're going to see retargeting or remarketing. Now, what are some of the components or what are some of the types of search engine marketing? So I'm going to do this practically so you can really understand. So there are 4 major types of search engine marketing or types of ads which you can see physically, okay, which you can actually see on your screen. There are others that you cannot easily see them, but they are actually being created. So we have the PPC, we have the display ad, we have the shopping ad, and the video ad. Now let's get back to our browser. Where was I? Let's see. Okay, so let's get back to our browser. Now, these ads which you see here, right? These are all text ads. See, they are only text, all right? It is not associated to any image. Whatever image you see here, these images are here because when the digital marketer was creating the ad, what they did was they attached, there is always a URL attached to the ad, okay? So the Google Ads platform, or when the ad is being created, if there are images on the final URL page, listen guys, whenever you create an ad on Google, okay, there is always what we call the final URL. Where are people going to go to whenever someone clicks on an ad? Okay, take an example. This particular ad here has a final URL. It has a final page that whenever someone clicks on the ad, it's going to take them to that page. If I click on this ad right now, it is going to take me to another page. Okay, it's taking me to another page. So that page which we've just seen now is known as the final URL or the landing page. Okay, so whenever you see an ad, know that there is always a final URL. So if I click on this one, let me take it to the next page. You're going to see a final URL. So whenever someone clicks on the ad, it actually takes them to another page. So as we did our search, we noticed that we got paid ads. And at this moment, Google is not yet charging these guys, okay? But if I want Google to charge them right now, all I have to do is what? I click on the ad. Once I click on the ad, it takes me to the next page. That is when Google is going to charge this company. All right, so at this level now, they are going to pay for this click that I have just done on their page. Okay, so this is what we call a text ad. So text ads are those ads that appear in the form of a text. There are no images attached to them. When you're creating the ad, you don't attach any image. Any image you see beside a paid text ad, know that it is being derived from the website or from the final URL. So these are known as what? They are known as text ads because they have only text attached to them. The next type of ad, which we're going to talk about, is known as a shopping ad. Let's say I want to buy iPhone 12. Let's say I want to buy iPhone 12. So these are the results which we're able to get. You're going to notice something. This is a paid ad. How do I know this is a paid ad? Just above this ad, you'll notice that there is the word sponsor. Now you'll see that this ad is quite different from what we have here. It's quite different from what we have here, right? These ads we only had text here. But when it came to this one, we had what? Images, we had prices, we have names of the products, we have even the company that is actually selling this particular product. Okay, so a shopping ad is that ad which appears, which comes with an image, the name of a product, the price of the product, and even the company that is selling that product. Okay, it is known as a shopping ad. And we only create shopping ads for products. We don't create shopping ads for services. Services will always appear in the form of a text, or you may create other types of ads like display ads or video ads. Okay, but this is a shopping ad, and you can actually identify them with the prices. So looking at these products, Once you click on any of these products, you're going to get to the page of this product, and the same description which you find here, you're going to find that on that particular website. And of course, this guy at the top or on the first section here didn't appear here by random. They're actually bidding higher than this person. This is bidding higher than this person. This is bidding higher than this person. So they are being placed according to how much they are willing to pay for each click, okay, per shopping ad. The next type of ad is a display ad. So what is a display ad? A display ad is that ad which you create with images. So Google uses that ad to show them on different partner websites. Okay, there are so many partners. There are so many websites that have get into a partnership with Google. You must have heard about bloggers. How do bloggers make money? When someone says his or her profession is blogging, know that they have partnered with Google or any search engine, whereby these search engines will use their website, will show ads on their websites, and being paid, okay? Google will pay them for using their websites to show image ads or display ads. I'll take an example. I'll visit this website, and I'm going to show you exactly how a display ad looks like. So going through this, let me scroll down. We're going to see some results. There's one video that always plays here. Let me pause it. Okay. So going through this page, we should find images that are not related to this website. Okay. So sometimes you visit a website that talks about education. You get to that website, you see businesses being advertised, the images appear that are not related to that particular page. So you ask yourself, how did these images appear here? Then we click on, what's this? So I've clicked on an article. I'm hoping to see some paid ads, some display ads here. So if you look at the bottom of my screen, this is a display ad or this is an image ad, okay? Rent the car you want in just a few of taps. Now, this ad which you see here was not placed by the owner of this website. This ad was placed here by Google, okay? This ad was placed here by Google. Even this one here, this is a paid ad. This is a display ad, which has been placed by Google. How do I know this ad has been placed by Google? If I look at the top right corner of this ad, okay, right here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. So if you look at this top corner of this ad, you're going to see what ads by Google. Okay, so this is an image ad which has been displayed here by Google, and that is how this website Mimimefo makes her money. Okay, through Google AdSense. So they partner with Google, and before partnering with Google, Google has actually analyzed their website to see if it is suitable to show content on the website. So us as digital marketers, we create the display ads, okay? And we pay for that. So once we pay for that, Google will take part of that money and pay some other websites to show that ad which we have paid for. That's how it works, okay? So sometimes you ask yourself, I go to Google, I do research for free. How are they making their own money? They are making their own money through these ads. When digital marketers create ads and pay for the services, Google is going to take that money and pay some other websites or partner websites to display these ads. All right, that's how a display ad looks like. Now, let's move to the next. So we've talked about text ads, we've talked about display ads, we've talked about shopping ad. The next ad is a video ad. So I'm going to visit youtube.com. I believe each and every one of us here, we are familiar with YouTube, right? So now let's say I want to watch this video. Let's say I want to watch this video. So I am going to click on the video and notice something. Immediately I click on this video, you're going to notice that there is a video that plays before the video I wanted to watch. So this is what India versus USA cricket match, which I wanted to watch. But then I noticed that something popped up, an ad from Dharma Properties. Okay, a video from Dharma Properties. So this ad which you see from Dharma Properties, that is what we call a video ad. So that ad has already passed, and another one is still showing, right? So in order to watch my video, what I have to do is I have to skip that ad. So when you look at the bottom right of the screen, you're going to see what? The skip button. If I click on the skip button, that is when I'm going to watch the video I actually wanted. Okay, so these videos which always pop up before you watch your own video, they are known as what? Video ads or YouTube ads. There are different types of YouTube ads. Those ads that appear before you watch your video, those ads that appear that interrupts you when you're watching your video. You must have noticed that you're watching a video and another video pops up and interrupts you. Sometimes you have to wait for 5 seconds before you can skip that video. Sometimes you cannot even skip that video and it has to play for about 10 to 15 seconds. Those are the different types of YouTube ads. As a digital marketer, you should be able to create such ads for businesses. There are so many YouTubers who want to boost their channels, who want to get more views, who want to get more subscribers. You can actually help them do that with the help of video ads. Okay, those are the 4 major types of Google ads. So all those ads are created on Google. YouTube is a product of Google. All right, that is why we are creating these ads with the help of Google. I hope it's very, very clear. There are other types of ads which you're going to learn, like remarketing ads. We equally have call-only ads or call-only campaigns. Those are ads which will only appear on mobile devices. All right. So when you do a search on your Google Chrome on your smartphone, there are times which you see an ad where below that ad there is a phone number. All you have to do is you click on the button and you make a phone call. Those type of ads are always associated to what? Services. Okay, for example, someone does car repairs, someone does home appliance repairs, and so on. So what they do is they just create call ads because they know that if someone is searching for an expert in home appliances, obviously they will want to call immediately. Maybe they have something they want to repair and they need an immediate attention of an expert. So that call button will always be there. Once they click on that button, they are going to make a call. And that is how Google charges you. Google actually charges per click as far as that ad is concerned. When someone clicks on that ad and gets to you, that is when Google is going to charge the digital marketer that created that ad. We equally have what we call mobile application ads. Okay, those are ads that always appear as well only on mobile devices. Okay, and you notice that some of those ads, they are always asking you to download a mobile application. You cannot see that type of ad on a PC, always on a mobile device. Okay, those ads that will require you must have seen so many games. When you are watching a video or you're using a particular app, you will see some other ads that are popping up. If you click on it, it redirects you back to Play Store or App Store to download a particular app. Those are what we call mobile app ads. Okay, so those are other ads which we cannot show them right now. We cannot explain them right now, but it's very important that you know them. So I've already explained this. Ads that appear on the search engine result page when users search for specific keywords. Advertisers pay each time a user clicked on their ads. They are equally known as what? Search ads or text ads. Okay, for display ads, they are visual advertisements that appear on various websites within the Google Display Network, including banners, images, and videos. I've already explained that, right? Shopping ads, products ads that appear in search result with image, price, and merchant name. you always find the image of a product, the price of a product, the name of the company selling that product, and maybe some description, okay? They are typically used for e-commerce. Only companies that sell goods or products use such an ad. Okay, then we have the video ads. I already explained that those ads that appear on YouTube. So there are different types of video ads. We have the bumper ads, we have the skippable ads, we have the non-skippable ads. So skippable ads are those ones you watch for 5 seconds and you will see the skip button. Okay, bumper ads, they will just pop up, okay, within your videos. That means you watch a video about 5 minutes and it pops up. Those are what we call bumper ads. Then we have non-skippable ads. Non-skippable ads can appear at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. All right. So I hope that is understood. Now, what are some of the search engine marketing platforms? We have the Google Ads. I've already explained Google Ads, the search engine result page, the number of ads you can find on a Google search engine result page. We have Bing as well, which is Microsoft. You can create an ad on Bing as well. We have other networks. Okay, we have other networks which I have not mentioned, like Yahoo. There are other search engine platforms that permit you to run ads. And of course, we have social media platforms. We have social media platforms that permit you to run PPC ads, pay per click, okay? Whereby you will only be charged when someone clicks on the ad. But usually people don't go for that. They actually want more visibility. So they want Google to show their ads, or they want these social media platforms to show their ads more frequently. What are the advantages of PPC? The first one is that it is very fast. Once you create the ad right now, in less than no time, the ad will be approved. Once it is approved, people start seeing the ad immediately. Okay, so get targeted visitors within hours, sometimes in minutes. Once your ad complies with the rules and regulations or the policies of Google, the ad will be approved and your audience will start seeing the ad immediately. It provides a path for what? Search engine optimization. If you want to if you want your website to be optimized very fast, you can go for search ads because people are going to see the ads immediately and they can start interacting with your website. Okay, that's one thing that makes PPC or paid ads different from free ads. With free ads, it takes time. It can even take up to 6 months before people start seeing your ad. Okay, it can yield highly profitable results. Obviously, look at companies like Amazon. Without PPC, there will be no Amazon. They strictly sell products online. You can't go to a particular shop to buy an Amazon product, right? You only order online and they deliver. And what they use is PPC. Okay, great testing platforms can be highly targeted. You can target different platforms, you can target different audiences, you can use different ways, okay, to run an ad. You can decide when you want the ads to be done. You can decide at what time of the day your ads to be shown. You can decide which area, which region you want your ads to be shown to. You can choose geographically. You can work with what? Keywords and phrases. Okay, once you place a particular keyword in your ad, only when someone searches for that keyword, your ad is going to show. Okay, you cannot put rent cars or rental cars in your ad, and when someone comes and types rent a house, you expect your business to show. Now, there are some businesses, hybrid businesses, that deal with so many things. You can own a single website whereby in that website you're dealing with real estate, you're dealing with car rental, you are dealing with so many things, you are selling products or services, right? So when you're creating an ad, you cannot just create a single ad that carries all those keywords. No, you create a single ad for car rental, you create a single ad for maybe house rental and so on. A website like Dubizel in UAE, they deal with so many things. They deal with real estate, they deal with the sales of products, they deal with car rental. So they create different ads for these categories. They categorize their products. Even on their website, it is well categorized. And when they are running ads, they run ads for these separate products. They don't run a single ad that will showcase all their brands or all their products. It doesn't work that way. Okay? With paid ads or PPC, you get immediate results. People start interacting with your ad immediately. when someone click on your ad, the person is being redirected to your website or to a landing page. A landing page is that page where someone clicks on your ad and visits. Okay, it could be a home page, it could be a particular product page. Okay, so when we are specifying that a landing page, it means people don't come to your website from the home page. They come through another page. That page becomes the landing page. Okay, for free ads, there is nothing like a landing page. Okay, because people just come online, they do research, and whatever appears, they visit your site. Okay, there is no gestation period. There is no time for the ad to actually, they don't say your ad is going to take about 3 to 4 months to readjust before it shows to your audience. No, it's immediate. All right, easy implementation, and it is very, very flexible. It is very, very flexible once you become an expert and you use the right tools, all right, to reach your specific audience. What are the disadvantages? Missing bulk of the traffic, focusing only on a selected keyword. People only see your website, people only see your ad when you use a specific keyword. Okay, which means that you can only talk about one thing which is available on your website in that ad. Okay, whereas your website can appear when it comes to free ads. If your website deals with so many things, if somebody comes and type in rental car, your website will show. If somebody comes in and types in rent a house, so long as you're dealing with that, it's going to show. But when it comes to paid ads, you actually focus on one thing. All right? There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that you're going to make this huge amount of profit. There is no guarantee that you're going to get 1,000 leads. The job of Google is just to show your ad to the audience and for you to get results. When you use the wrong keyword, you're not going to get results. When you use the wrong budget, when you bid very low, you're going to get wrong keywords. If you are using a keyword that has a high level of competition, your ad will be very difficult to show. What do I mean by high competition? You are in an industry, okay? You're in a particular industry, and that industry is so congested. There are so many people in that same industry using that same keyword, which means that practically, if you want to be at the top, you must bid higher than any of them. Okay? And there are some keywords that are very expensive. Take an example. You cannot go online, you have your e-commerce platform, you want to run an ad to sell iPhone 12, and you think you are really going to be in a competition. Let's say you are in UAE, for example. In other African countries where we don't really have so many e-commerce platforms that are running e-commerce platform running ads, you can always be at the top. But in areas like UAE, in the United States, we have so many e-commerce platforms. And of course, those guys are bidding very high because of the high level of what? Competition on that keyword. Okay? Paid ads are less trusted. When you see most of people being scammed online, it's due to what? Paid ads. You go online, you want to buy something, immediately you do a search. Paid ads will always be at the top. Okay? When you look at this, let me close all of these distractions. So guys, when you look at these search results, which you see here, paid ads will always be at the top. Okay? If there are supposed to be 4 paid ads at the top, the first 4 paid ads will be there before the free ads come at the bottom. Okay? So these ones are less trusted. And Google does not discriminate whether your content, whether the ad you're running is good for the health of the audience or it is bad. They don't care about that. What they care about is the money you're paying them to run the ad. So before clicking a paid ad, you should be very, very careful. Make sure you already know the business before you are clicking on it. Make sure you are aware of the website before you click on the ad. But when it comes to free ad, this is 100% guarantee. Whenever you see, anyway, let me say in developed countries, whenever you see search results on the first page, like this one, the first one here, know that it is trustworthy. Because before your ad appears here as a free ad, it means the digital marketer has gone through thick and thin to ensure that the content is trustworthy, it is good in the eyes of Google, and it is good in the eyes of the audience. Okay, so this one is less trusted. It is expensive as compared to free ads. Okay, there is a lot of fraud. Okay, you pay regardless to any sales. No matter the number of sales you make, obviously you're going to pay when people click. So if you have an online platform where you are selling products and you're dealing with pay-per-click, 1,000 people click, they visit your website, nobody purchases the product. It's not Google's problem. Google has done his job. All right. So that's the reason why Google introduced what we call conversion, okay, or shopping campaign. So the shopping campaign is meant for e-commerce platforms, those platforms that sell products online. Okay, so when you're creating ads, you can create a PPC ad whereby people will just come to your website, or you can create an ad whereby you are actually selling products. So at that level now, Google will be charging you based on the number of products you've sold rather than based on the number of clicks. So those are things you should know. So when a business approaches you for you to run ads, make sure you know these things. Don't go and run a normal PPC ad for an e-commerce platform. Just know that you are trying to crumble that business, and they are going to lose a lot of money online on what? On ads. Okay. Competitive keywords demand high bids, like I earlier mentioned. I hope we are recording this class. Okay. So competitive keywords. Sorry. So competitive keywords demand high bids, restricted to text and images only. When you are creating PPC ads, you are actually restricted to what? To text. You're restricted to what? To images. Except you're creating a video ad, that's when you can use what? Videos. Okay? But when it comes to social media campaigns, you can combine all. You can combine video, image, text at the same time, and you run an ad. But when it comes to Google ads or search engine marketing ads, you can only use one. If you're running a text ad, you're only running a text ad. A video ad, you're only running a video ad. A shopping ad, okay, with a shopping ad, that one is understood. You can combine the two. You can combine all, but all of them are serving the same purpose. Okay? Now, due to that aspect, due to the fact that those restrictions are there, Google actually introduced what we call extensions. Okay? So you might find an ad like this one. You might find an ad, something like this, whereby you're not only going to see this text here, you're going to see other ads or other links here. These ones will take you to different pages on the website, because usually PPC ads only take you to a single page. Okay, but with the introduction of what? Extensions, you can add other features. Okay, you can create an ad like this, then you add maybe you can add maybe a price, you can add maybe a call button, okay, on a text ad. Okay, so those are the exceptions. So your traffic stops when you stop paying. So long as you don't have money to pay for the ads, trust me, your ad will stop running. Okay, any questions so far? Any question? Guys, we are open for questions.
No.
Any question?
No.
Perfect. If there are no questions, we're going to have about 10 to 15 minutes break. Let's just say 15 minutes break. Okay. We have 15 minutes break, and then
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, please.
In the first part, as you were beginning, you talked about what determines ad appearance.
Yes.
In the first page.
Yes.
In the first place, the second section that way. So I was trying to figure out how can one know how much your competitor is paying for you to know maybe how much to bid on the same search term or on the same keyword, that is.
Okay. Before creating an ad on Google, there is a tool which you need to use. Okay, first and foremost, you use that tool to know the keywords that are being used by a competitor. Then, of course, after the search, you actually know how much your competitor is paying. There are different tools you can use, but the free one, which is available for everyone, is what we call the keyword planner. A keyword planner. And you can actually find this keyword planner in the Google Ads account itself when you're creating the ad. Okay, so we have the keyword planner. Once you open the keyword planner, you are going to type in your keyword. Which keyword do you want to use for your ad? You type it there. Once you type the keyword there, Google is going to figure out the competitors, those who are actually using this keyword, okay? And they are equally going to give you related keywords, keywords that are related to the one you're using. For example, you can go to the keyword planner and you type rent a car. Okay, now after typing rent a car, Google is going to list all those who are using that same keyword, how much they are paying, okay, how much they are bidding, okay, because the difference between what you are bidding and what you actually pay. Okay, what you are bidding is not exactly the amount you're paying. Okay, so you're going to see how much those people in that industry they are bidding. Then you will now determine if you should go for that or not. So whenever you're doing your search, whenever you want to run an ad, obviously you should be going for keywords that have a low amount of bid and what? A high competition. So go for keywords with low bid and high competition. Don't go for keywords with higher bid amount and high competition. Okay, so go for low bid and higher competition. And of course, you have to check with that same tool, you're going to know how many searches does this keyword give you in a month before you choose that keyword to run your ad. Those are the technicalities you need to do when it comes to running your ad. Okay, very, very important. So you might type rent a car to search, and after that, you are going to get other results like rent a car near me, car rental in Nigeria, car rental in Douala, car rental in Abuja. So long as there are other keywords that are related to that, Google is going to show you and how much people are paying for that particular keyword. Okay, it's very, very important. Then we equally have other tools like SEMrush. This is actually a paid tool. I think they give you maybe a section where you can, maybe a period which you can use the free, but I think the keyword planner is just the best for people who can't afford for the paid tool. I hope that question has been answered.
Yes, thank you. That was very well understood. My second question
Yes.
is on you talked about display ads. So let's say I have a website or I have a YouTube channel and I want Google to display ads on my channel so that I can get paid. What do I do, or what do I need to have in place in my website?
Now that aspect, what you are actually asking for now is not digital marketing. That is you trying to monetize your social media channel. Okay, digital marketing is all about spending money or ensuring that your business gets to the next level. However, I'm going to answer that question now. When you have a YouTube channel, there are some specifications that are laid down. First and foremost, the first thing, your country should be eligible for you to monetize. Most African countries are not eligible to be monetized, okay, on YouTube. All right, just few. I know of few. I know of Nigeria. I know of South Africa. I don't know about most African countries, but then just few countries in Africa have that eligibility. Okay, so there are criteria you need to follow. The first thing, they will tell you, you need to have about maybe from a minimum of maybe 1,000 followers. Let me put it that way. 1,000 followers, maybe you should have 10,000 views. Now, once you're able to meet all of that, then you apply. All right. Still on the platform, you cannot apply for what? Monetization. Once you apply for monetization, it is approved. That is when Google will be using your channel, all right, to show those videos, and you'll be paid for the services which your channel is rendering to them. I hope it's clear.
It's clear.
Any other question?
Yes, I do have a
I have
question.
a question.
Go ahead, please. I think there are
Okay.
just one or two persons asking. All right.
Yes.
Go ahead. Let's begin with Gloria. Yes, please. Start.
Okay, sir. My question is, we talked about social media marketing and platform as a platform for marketing, which is the Facebook ads and then
Yes.
YouTube and the rest of it.
Yes.
I just want to ask if in the course of this class, will you be teaching us how we can actually run the adverts on the social media platforms?
We are going to see that in our next class. The next
Okay.
class will be strictly on social media marketing.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, Felix.
My question is, since we are talking about search engine optimization, does search engine optimization also relate with Google My Business?
Now, we've just talked about search engine marketing, okay, not search engine optimization. And secondly, Google My Business simply means you are introducing your business on Google, okay? Whenever you have a new business, there are things you need to do for your business to be visible, like for your business to appear on Google Maps, for your business to be recognized by Google. You have to go through that process, Google My Business. So it is totally different. Okay, it is still a form of advertising, it's still a form of you marketing your business, but then that one is all about the visibility. People should be able to know that this business is existing online, okay? And it really focuses more on you being shown on the Google Map. Okay, so once you are able to register that business, because they are going to ask you a lot of things, they'll ask you for your business, they'll ask you for your location. If you have a business license, they'll ask you to upload that. And once it is verified, people can easily give reviews about your business. It is totally different from Google Ads. I don't know if I've answered your question. Felix, are we okay?
Yes, you've answered. Yes, thank you very much.
Focal confidence, your hand is up. Yes, what's your question, please?
Okay, so my question is for paid ads. We have those like they have told you the first person
Your network is breaking. I can't get you clearly. Focal confidence, you're speaking. Confidence. I think your network is breaking. Please try to use the chat. Try to use the chat, please.
You pay 8.01 to
Please try to use the chat. Your network is breaking. I can't get you. Okay, type your question in the chat area and we're going to answer that for you. KK says, for PPC, does one do A/B testing to see if your content is suitable? Yes, A/B testing is some sort of an advanced stage when it comes to Google Ads. Of course, it's being done on social media platform as well. So A/B testing simply means you're trying to see you're either trying to test two different products to know which one is suitable in a particular market, or you're testing two different markets with a single product to know if that particular product is suitable, or you're trying to know which of the market is suitable for that product. Okay, that is, I think, an advanced way of putting it. That's simply what A/B testing is. And of course, you can do A/B testing. That is what many businesses do. Before businesses get into the market fully, they do what we call A/B testing, okay? They take a single product, they test two areas. Like what I explained in our previous class, right? That we first of all did a sample survey in African countries. First, we did our review, physical review without doing any ad. Then we did a sample ad, a particular ad, then we test in maybe two or three different countries. Then we know which one is suitable, okay, which one actually needs this particular product. So that's A/B testing. Okay, or you can use 2 different products, test in a single market, and know which of the product is suitable for that market. That's what A/B testing is. Yes, Blessing, your hand is up.
Okay, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, I lost you when you were talking about the search term and the keyword. We're trying to differentiate the two of them. So please, can you rephrase yourself, because then the network was bad, so I didn't hear what you were saying.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Whenever you use your browser to search for something online, that word which you're using to carry out your research is known as a search term because it is being used by you as an audience. Okay. Now, how do the results pop up? Those results only pop up if that same word you've used has been used by a digital marketer either on their website or in an ad. Okay, so you using that word is known as a search term, while the digital marketer using the word is known as a keyword. It is known as a keyword to the digital marketer and a search term to you as an audience. I don't know if I've answered your question very well.
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Any other question? Any other question?
So I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
When you were explaining the difference between the browser and a search engine, my network wasn't good. Please, can you give the differences again?
Okay. You have a browser, right? Please turn on your mic. Let's discuss so that you understand very well. Do you have Google Chrome on your phone?
Yes, sir.
Do you have Firefox on your phone or only Google Chrome?
Google Chrome.
Okay. Now, Google Chrome, you actually use it to carry out research. So the browser helps you to get access to search engines, okay? Search engines are what enables you to get access to a website. So it's some sort of a chain. Let me demonstrate, okay? So, let me demonstrate so you guys can see. Okay, so this is how it works. Here is your browser. Okay, here is your browser. Here are your search engines. Okay, let's say this is Chrome, this is Firefox, this is Safari. Okay, so sorry, I've made a mistake. Let me go back. So we have our browser here, which is we have our browser here, which is the Chrome browser. This is a Chrome browser, Chrome. Then we have Google here. We have Bing here. We have Yahoo here. This is Bing. And this is Google. So this is a browser. A browser helps us to get access to different search engines, which means you can use Google Chrome. You can use Google Chrome to get access to Google. You can use Google Chrome to get access to Bing. You can use Google Chrome to get access to Yahoo. Okay, so Yahoo, Bing, and Google, they are all search engines. While this Google Chrome, which is an app, so normally all browsers are in the form of softwares or applications. Okay, that's when you're using it on your smartphone, it is known as an application. So you obviously download browsers from Play Store or App Store, let me put it that way. But the search engines are what we use now to get access to websites. Okay, so when we type in our google.com, bing.com, yahoo.com, those are what? Those are search engines. So with the search engines, we can now get access to our favorite websites. We can get access to Facebook. We can get access to Yahoo. We can, to YouTube. YouTube has a website. Facebook has a website. We can get access to BBC. Okay, those are all websites. Your favorite websites. So Wikipedia. Those are all websites. So we use the browser to get access to the search engines, and we use search engines to get access to what? The website. The same thing if I have to use Mozilla Firefox. If I have to use Mozilla Firefox, I can get access to Google with the help of Firefox. I can get access to Bing with the help of Firefox. I can get access to Yahoo. Okay? Without this, we can't get access to this. And without this, we can't get access to any website. So sometimes your browsers already have a default search engine. For those of you using Chrome, the default search engine for Google Chrome is what? Is Google. Sometimes people change it to Yahoo. They decided that default browser or their default search engine is maybe Bing or Google. Okay? I hope it's understood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Any other question? Please don't leave here without your questions being answered. Let's see.
Please, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm Simon. Thank you for your presentation. And
Welcome.
you mentioned search engine marketing. That's what we are dealing with right now.
Yes.
And someone asked if search engine optimization is the same as search engine. Please, can you give us a brief overview of the search engine optimization? Asking maybe if search engine optimization is under search engine marketing or something. Let us know.
Now, we are to have a break right now and we will get to search engine marketing. Search engine optimization, search engine marketing, they are all pillars of digital marketing. Okay? Under digital marketing, we have the various. In our previous class, I highlighted about 6 or 8 different digital marketing modules. Search engine marketing is one. Search engine optimization is one. Social media marketing is one. Email marketing is one. Content marketing is one. Affiliate marketing is one. And what again? We have AI, artificial intelligence in digital marketing. So those are different digital marketing modules, right? In our last class, we talked about content marketing. Today, we are going to talk about, we've just concluded with search engine marketing, and now we are moving to what? Search engine optimization. So I'm sure by the end of the search engine optimization class, you are going to know the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. I hope it's clear.
Everything is clear. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, if you have any other question, please keep the question. We're going to have 10 minutes break. 10 minutes is too much. Let's see. Let's say 10 minutes. We're going to have 10 minutes break. During this 10 minutes break, guys, I know majority of, yes? So please, I believe majority of you have social media handles. In today's class, this break right now, I want each and every one of you use the chat area and drop your social media handles. Please remember this. Nobody is going to deduct a single franc from your account if you connect with someone. All right? We are in a digital marketing environment. We are meant to know about each other, right? We are meant to grow together. There are some people here, they have owned a social media marketing, maybe they have owned a particular social media handle for more than 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I'm able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 friends or 5 followers or whatsoever. This is the moment for you guys to connect. It's 10 minutes only. No matter who drops his or her social media handle, make sure you click, you connect with the person. And please, when someone connects with you, make sure you return the favor. Okay? Make sure you return the favor. Even if you are that kind of a person who doesn't connect with people, make sure you do that right now. All right? It's really going to be an exciting event. So please, drop your social media handles and make sure once you drop yours, connect with all those who have dropped their social media handles so you guys can make friends. We have 10 minutes for that exercise. All right? It's very simple. If you know your username, if you don't even know your username, just go to any of your social media posts. Today is Instagram only. Go to your Instagram account, click on a particular content which you posted, just click on share, copy the link, and you paste it here. People are going to click there. If you're using your name, it's going to be very difficult. People don't have that time to use your name. Get a link, all right? We have more than 64 people here. We want everyone to have at least 50 followers today. And it cannot be possible if you receive it and you don't connect with someone. Please, after this, if by tomorrow someone does not connect with you, you are free to disconnect with that person. Okay? We are here to grow each other. And of course, in future, most of you will be sharing content and you want people to interact. When we get into social media marketing, these are the things which we are going to talk about. When it comes to social media marketing, social media platforms look at there is what we call algorithms. Okay? There is what we call algorithms. And algorithm simply works when these platforms see how people are interacting with your account. Okay? They look at how people are interacting with your account, and they are going to decide if the content you're posting is actually going to go viral or not. Okay? So please, everybody, once you drop your social media handle, your job is done. Go and start connecting. Even if you don't connect with everyone now, make sure you connect with everyone after the class. But you should be doing that right now because we have the time. Once you drop your social media handle, go directly to your Instagram account. We want only Instagram right now. Go to your Instagram account and start connecting with people who are connecting with you as well. Okay? Drop the account. No, please. This is what we will do. Drop the account and start clicking on the others and you start following them. Forget about going to your account. Just drop your account, then start clicking on everyone who is dropping his or her own account and you connect with them. Instagram only. And make sure you send a link. If you're typing your name, it's going to take time and people are not going to connect with you. And please, when you are dropping it, drop it just once so that it will be easy for people to connect with you. Okay, please. So we have 10 minutes to do that. Before you begin, when you drop your handle, go and start, scroll your chat, go to the top. You start connecting, you click, you connect, you come back, you click, you connect, you come back, you click, just like that. And trust me, at the end, you'll notice that each and every one of you here are going to have more than 50 followers before the end of this class. Trust me. At the moment, I am going to be doing the same. So please, everyone, everybody, let me stop sharing so that I can have access to the chat. Everybody have access to the chat and I can start connecting as well. Where is my social Instagram? Everyone, please. I am using my smartphone now. Everyone. Once I receive, both on the school social media handle and my personal account, so majority of you are already following a school account, so there will be no need for you to connect again. So when you check and you notice that it's already been done, you can move to the next one. We have 5 more minutes, please. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Five minutes. Please, those who are dropping text, I don't know. People cannot connect with you based on that. It's going to be difficult. Just drop your Instagram handle and it's going to be easy. Four minutes to the class, please. 4 minutes to the class. So for those of you who don't have Instagram accounts, please make sure before the next class, you should have one, because our social media marketing class will be very interactive. And some of you will actually be doing the practical exercises as we move along when it comes to optimizing social media platforms, because we have to do organic social media marketing and the paid social media marketing as well, where you're going to learn how to create some paid ads. Okay. So Google is very, very tedious. And if I tell you that I'm going to teach you how to create ads on Google now for about 5 or 6 minutes, I'm just deceiving you. What you're going to learn, you won't do anything with it because it's very technical. But good enough for social media, there are two ways. You have the section where it is meant for people with small businesses and that for big businesses. So it's quite easy. It's quite easy. 3 more minutes, please. If you've not dropped your handle, please do. There are 60 participants in this live. Two more minutes. Not everyone is doing it. I don't know why. Not everyone. 1 more minute. Don't worry, guys. There are so many names. Others are going to connect back with you. Okay. So please just do what you can do. Okay. Please, we are going to carry out the exercise again towards the end of the class. Please make sure you connect with everyone. Okay. Make sure you connect with everyone. All right. So let's get back to our class. Our break is over. So let's continue with our class. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. So we're going to talk about search engine optimization. So what is search engine optimization? Search engine optimization is the practice of increasing the quantity and the quality of traffic to your website through what we call organic search engine results. Right? This is very, very important. So SEO is crucial for improving the visibility and ranking of your website in organic search results, leading to what? Sustained and long-term traffic and potential customers. Please, we've paused the activity for now. Let's focus, all right? Let's focus on the class. So well-optimized website can attract more relevant visitors, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions without ongoing ad spend. So what is search engine optimization? Let's get back to our search here, okay? Now, we did a search initially, and we're able to get results, right? We're able to get these results. So these are the results we're able to get. And we notice that there are two types of results here. We have the paid results and the free results. And we mentioned that the ones that carry the word sponsored are paid results, while those carrying that do not have the word sponsored are what? Free ad. The question now is, how did these companies ensure that their websites pops up here? Remember, I earlier mentioned, when it comes to ads, you are actually creating the ads with a tool known as Google Ads, okay, on a platform known as the Google Ads platform. But when it comes to the free ads, these content which you're seeing are coming directly from a website. Though you need a website for both of them, this one you need a website indirectly because you have to be driving traffic. When people click on your ad, they will be redirected to your ad. All right. This content which you see here is not from a website, but it is redirecting people to a website. Whereas the free ad, the contents which you find here are from a website. And when you click on it, it takes you back to what? The same website. These companies owning this website, they are not paying for their content to be shown here. What they do is they optimize the website. They make sure that the content on their website is good in the eyes of Google and the audience. What do I mean by good in the eyes of Google and the audience? When you're creating an article on your website, on a web page, you're actually writing that article so that it can help people in one way or the other. Okay? The content must not be violent content. It must not be promoting what is not required in society. It should not be talking a lot about maybe things that are not required, okay? Or talking ill about different organizations or different countries or things that are not true, okay? So those are the kind of contents Google places their eyes on. If you are not a news channel, then you should not focus on things that are not really related to what you are doing, okay? Because Google is going to go through all that content. Google is going to come to your website, visit your website, go through all the pages and check and ask. Then they will sit down, they look at the content, they say, is this content up to our standard? We have rules and regulations. Does it meet up our standard? Is it good for our audience? Are we sure if we post this content, our audience are going to be happy? There are some contents that if Google is able to bring that content to the top, they might be sued by even an organization. They might be sued. Remember last year, TikTok was in court. I don't even know if they are done. TikTok was in court because there was a content that was shown on TikTok in the United States, okay, which does not go with the norms. So the US government had to sue TikTok, and it was a very big problem. The same thing happened with Facebook. That is why you see they regularize these platforms. They ensure that the content which they are showing to their audience is the right content. They ensure that you see contents that are related to maybe your age. That's why when you're creating a social media handle, right? We're creating a social media account. You have to put your age. And there are some kind of contents that you will not be able to see them. You see TikTok in China, they have a different algorithm. The things which we see on TikTok here, those are not the type of things you see, you are going to see in Japan. You're not going to see the same content in China, okay? They have made the algorithm in such a way that they have a specific kind of content, educative kind of content that is meant for their audience or for their country. So you need to create content looking at the audience, and Google is very keen on the kind of content which you post. Now, whenever you post a content on a website for web developers, when you create a website, obviously you need to put a lot of content, right? Now, when you place this content on your website, what happens is that you need to invite Google to come to your website and check your website and go through it thoroughly to see if the content is right to be shown on Google. There are times when you can come to Google and type the name of your business, just the name. The business will never appear on Google search result, except you go and type the website itself. Then that is when it's going to show. Okay? But when you just type the name of the business, it will not show. That is because the website is not being ranked. Google does not recognize the website. Okay? A website which is visible whenever you do any search here, these are websites that are recognized by Google, and the website is undergoing what we call ranking. It is being optimized. How does this optimize happen? What are the procedures? What are the steps? Whenever you create content on your website, you need to invite Google. And there are steps to do that. That can only be shown at the back end of a website. Okay? And there are steps which you need to follow. Now, once you've invited Google to your website, Google is going to send their agents. Okay? Google has its agent. It's just like you have an auditing firm. A client wants you to audit their documents. For example, the government of every country, so long as your business is registered, you must submit a report, right? Before you submit your report to the government in order to pay taxes, you have to call an auditor to audit your statement, your financial statement, your balance sheet, to be sure, okay? Audit your income statement to be sure that everything that is related to your business meets up with what? With the financial standards of the country. So these auditing firms will send their agents. They will come to your office, right? You present all your documents, all your journals, all your financial statements, all your balance sheets. They are going to go through it thoroughly, and they are going to identify things that might be a problem, right? They'll identify things that might be a problem, or things that they think you should remove from the income statement, or you should try to coin it in such a way that it won't be a problem for you, right? With you and the government. So once that has been done, they have actually highlighted, they have gone through it, they have actually scrutinized your statements, and they come up with the better result. They are going to now present that to you. This is what you should present to the government, and the government is going to be very happy with you. That's the same thing that happens with a website. You have to go through the site, you have to create that content, and then you invite these agents. The agents, once you invite Google, Google is going to send their agents, and these agents are known as crawlers. The name of these agents are what we call crawlers. So these crawlers are acting like scavengers. They are acting like CCTV. You know how scavengers, when they want to devour something, they just come in, right? Like bacteria, when they come in, they just want to destroy everything. So these crawlers, they visit your website. They go through all the pages of your website, okay? And obviously, if you want them to visit all the pages of your website, you need to invite them to those pages. So when they come to those pages, they are going to scan through your website, gather more information, and report back to Google. So Google now will take the report, look at it, and then ask themselves, is this content what people seeing on our platform? Is it good for the audience? Once they notice that the content is very, very useful, once they notice that what you are sharing is very good for the audience, they are now going to do what? They will start ranking your website. In fact, at that moment, you've entered what we call Google ranking. You've actually entered Google ranking. Once you enter Google ranking, you now start pushing yourself to the top. Now, once you've entered Google ranking, you equally have what? Competitors. We looked at competitors in paid ad. We equally have competitors when it comes to free ad. Okay? Now, at this level of competitors in the free ad, you are not paying to be at the top. Your content needs to be at its best. Your content needs to beat that of your audience or your competitors for it to be at the top. That is how you now move to the top of the Google search result page. When you see these websites appearing at the top of the Google search result page, just know that these guys have made sure that their content is so great. In fact, it is very appealing in the eyes of the readers. It is appealing in the eyes of Google. Okay, so the crawlers will scan through your website. Okay, and once they scan through your website, they are going to report back to Google. Once they report back to Google, and Google notices that your website is very perfect, they will start doing what? Ranking. Your website will undergo what we call ranking. They will first of all place your site, and then the process will start. Your ranking process now begins. All right. This process, from when you create your website to inviting Google, to Google sending crawlers, to the crawlers reporting back to Google, and Google ranking your website, is known as indexing. So indexing is that process, the entire process. The process of the crawlers coming to your website, scanning your website, reporting back to Google, and Google actually ranking the website is known as what? Indexing. So that's the difference between crawlers and indexing. Indexing is just that process, while the crawlers are the agents that visit your website. I hope the difference between crawlers and indexing is well understood. Chat area. Yes. Let me be clear. Shouldn't be that I'm talking to myself. Are we good to go? Well understood? Let me remove this pen. Oh, I keep closing this thing. We'll bring it back. Understood. Okay, perfect. So that's the difference between crawlers and index. Now, in order for your website to rank, in order for Google to actually love what you are doing, there are so many things you have to do on your website. There are several steps. So the things which you can do to optimize your website, you can either do them at the back end of your website or out of your website. Okay, so you are either doing some work in your website, or either in your website or at the back end of your website, whichever the case may be, or you are doing it out of your website. Okay, whenever you're working at the back end of your website, we call it SEO on page in digital marketing. Whenever you are at the back end of your website, which means you have access to a website, which means you need a pre-knowledge when it comes to web design. You have access to a website and you are doing all those things at the back end of your website to ensure that that website is ranking. Okay? That is SEO on page. Then, of course, the things that you'll be doing out of the website will be known as SEO off page. The question now is, what are the things I am supposed to do either in my website or out of my website to ensure that I get the best ranking? There are some steps, there are some key things you need to do at the back end of your website. I'm going to highlight some of them, all right, so that whenever you decide to get into the practical aspect of it, you actually know what you are doing. Okay, so some of the things which you need to do at the back end of a website, we generally call them web structure optimization. Web structure optimization, which means that we are actually optimizing a website. We are working with a website at the back end of a website. Web structure optimization. Okay, now, the first thing you need to do is that for every content you are writing on your website, for every content, you should not have less than 300 words. No matter the content, if you actually want Google, because there is a tool which you are going to install or you are going to include at the back end of a website, especially when you're using a content management system like WordPress. There is a tool which you're going to add at the back end of your website, which is going to be telling you each time you're working with a particular page to optimize that page, that tool will be telling you the things that are lacking. There are several of them. We have all-in-one SEO. That's if you're using WordPress, all-in-one SEO. You have Yoast SEO and so on. If you're designing your website with HTML, obviously you won't actually have a tool, but then you should know all those things. You should know the number of images you need to add on a page, the number of words. Okay, so with WordPress, it's very easy because we have things like plugins which you install at the backend of a website, and it is able to analyze and tell you what is lacking. They will need at least 300 words. These are some of the things they will need. They will need you to add maybe 3 images. That is why when you visit blog posts, okay, when you visit a blog and there are various blog posts, you notice that they always put images. Not that they don't, they are just putting it at will. Those are some of the conditions if you want that particular page to rank. Okay, so you add images, you need to add buttons like a live chat, you need to add things like a live chat, you need to add things like WhatsApp. Okay, people should visit your website and be able to visit, maybe connect with you through WhatsApp. Majority of you, when you saw an ad on YouTube or an ad on Facebook or an ad on Google, when you click on that ad, you visited a TGI website, what did you notice? You notice there is a live chat. You notice there is a WhatsApp button. Some people will ask questions. After filling the form, they come and ask questions. How is the class going to be held? Because some of those ads don't have those details. So they come to the website, they go to the live chat, they ask a few questions. Those are the things Google loves. Okay, Google loves those things. And your website is going to actually be ranking. And ranking sometimes can go globally, same as it can actually go in a particular area. There are companies here that they are actually at the top when it comes to ranking in UAE. But when you search what those companies are doing, the services they render in your own country, you might not see that. So Google actually works with the algorithm, knows how people do searches, and know how to show your content. Okay, now Tadita Group Institute is more popular here. So if you are in UAE and you type Digital Marketing Institute in UAE, you might find Tadita Group Institute there, right? But if you're out of UAE, it might be very difficult, except you go and just type Tadita Group Institute, not typing the domain name, not typing the website completely, but just typing the name Tadita Group Institute. If you have a search bar, let's say you're on your search engine, if you have a website, you type that website, just the name. If it does not appear, it means your website is not ranking. Okay? If it does not appear like this, it means the website is not ranking. So the first thing that pops up is what? Is the website. Then, of course, you can now get other things that are related. See, these are informations that are related to Tadita Group Institute. Even their YouTube channel, some of the videos are actually popping up because it is actually ranking. Okay? This is how ranking takes place, and you need to do what? Constant optimization. Okay, so once you're able to do these things at the back end of your website will now start doing what? Ranking. Another thing you need to understand is that you can use the SEO tool to know if your website is ranking. You can actually put all those content on your website. So long as you don't invite Google to start your ranking, trust me, no ranking will take place. Okay, no ranking will take place. So All the contents which you see here are actually undergoing what? Ranking. All right, this is very, very important. That is what we call SEO on page. You are doing that at the back end of your website. Now, when it comes to SEO off page, those are things that you are doing out of your website that is going to drive crawlers to your website. Remember, the main goal when you're creating content on your website is to what? To invite crawlers. If there is no crawler, there will be no indexing. And if there's no indexing, there will be no ranking. So the most important thing, when you are inviting Google, it means you're inviting crawlers. That's the most important thing. So when it comes to off-page means you're doing things out of your website that will still bring crawlers. There is one thing you need to understand. The most popular channel that crawlers use to visit a website is through links. Okay? Through links, which means that if the link of your website is located, if you take a link on your website and you place it on 10 different websites, there are several ways you can do that, or maybe on 1,000 different websites. If your link is available on this website, trust me, you are going to be driving traffic. Not only that, that is how crawlers visit your website. Okay? And during the advanced class, what we do is we train students, we tell you the various platforms which you can place your links of your website for free. Those platforms give you that permission for you to create articles, for you to add your links so that it can do what? It can drive traffic back to your website. Sometimes people place those links not because they want to drive traffic, not because they want people to visit the website, but because they want crawlers. People might not visit your website, but crawlers will visit your website. That is why one of the most important thing, one of the most web structure optimization tool for your on-page optimization is what? Internal links. When you create a page on a website, one of the rules is that you should add at least 3 links. The reason why you're adding these 3 links is because you want that when crawlers come to your homepage, listen, if crawlers come to your homepage, there are no links on that homepage that will redirect them to other pages. Just know that they will come to your homepage and leave. They will analyze just your homepage and they go back. That is why you need to have what? Enough internal links. When you look at websites that are ranking, like this one, as you glance, as you move your mouse, you notice that what? It turns to what? The hand, right? See, it turns to the hand. Whenever it turns to the hand, see, there is a link here. There is a link here. These are all internal links or external links. These links are taking people to other pages. This is how crawlers get into websites and optimize the site. And again, these people that own these websites, they make their money very well because Google has seen that the website is well optimized. They place so many links so that people can come to the site, crawlers can come to the site, and they have that free passage. They can go to any other page on the website. Okay? The main focus on blogs, the main focus is what? Links. If you are a blogger, you don't have more than 3 links on every page of your website, you are not doing anything. Okay? Because you will only be approved under Google AdSense when what? When you have a lot of traffic and those crawlers are very happy moving to and fro your website. That's the difference between on-page and off-page. Then we have what we call the technical SEO. SEO technical, the technical SEO. That one, it doesn't have to do with you working with external sources to drive traffic or internal sources. There are those things that you need to do on your website to make it look good. For example, your website needs to be what? Mobile friendly. What do I mean by mobile friendly? If someone reduces the size of your website, all the content should be adjusted. For example, you look at this website. If I draw this content, see, as I'm pulling the content, you notice that this Cameroon journalist book, this content which you see, is adjusting with the page. It is shrinking. All the information which is there, it is visible. right? It is visible. And no matter how I shrink this content, it will not disappear. That's the meaning of what? A website being mobile friendly, which means that people with mobile devices can have access. Okay? Do you know out of the 7 billion people in the world, more than 4 billion have access to the internet? More than 4 billion. And out of this more than 4 billion, most of them concentrate, they focus more on their mobile devices. Out of every statistic, out of every 10 people, just about 1 or 2% have a computer system. Out of every 10, just 1. But everyone is connected to the internet. How are they connected? Their mobile devices. So if your website is not mobile friendly, trust me, it's going to be a problem. Another thing is what? The speed of your website. Someone should not search for your website and it takes forever for that website to load. Trust me, the person will just exit the page. No problem. Especially those having poor internet connection. It means it's just going to be very worse. It's going to be very, very terrible. Be very terrible. Okay? So make sure your website is mobile friendly. Make sure your website is very fast. Okay? Make sure your website is secure. Another important thing. There are websites that when someone visits the website, Google will just indicate, Google will just tell the person visiting that website that, hey, be warned, this website is not secure. You need to ensure that the website is secure. How do you know that the website is secure? When you go to the address bar at the top, when you just click here, when I click here at the top, let me zoom it. Why is it not zooming? The top bar cannot zoom. Okay. When I click here at the top here, immediately I click, maybe 2 times, you're going to see this word HTTPS. That's the hypertext transfer protocol secure. Okay? It means this website is secure. If the website is not secure, you're just going to have what? HTTP. Okay? That will indicate that what? This website is not secure. Those are what the technical SEO strategies you need to use. And there are so many of them. Okay? The coloring of your website is equally a problem. All right? It's equally something which you need to work on. What do I mean by color? There are some websites that are like a rainbow or the multicolor code. Terrible colors. I always advise during graphic design classes, during web design classes, when you're designing your website, make sure you draw the color of your website from your logo. This is Mimi Mefo. Colors that have been placed by her. That's not, let's not talk about the images, but the colors. All right. Those colors have been drawn from her logo. For every website you visit, you notice that the color of that website is drawn from what? The logo. We are not talking about images that they have added, maybe like what you see here. These are just logos, right? We're talking about their personal logo. And you notice that when you go through a website like this one, if I have to navigate through other pages, you see that they have maintained the blue color. Okay? That is their primary color. They have maintained the color. If I go to another search, let's go back to this. Let's click on one-click drive. If I go to one-click drive, which is well optimized, they equally maintain their color. They have this brown and is it gold color? Okay, these 2 colors here, this and this. Those are the colors they have maintained. You see the same color here. And obviously, white is a universal color, right? White and black is a universal color. So we always keep those 2 aside. Okay, so you notice that their color is being maintained because look at their logo. The color of their website has been drawn from the logo. So don't go to a website. Sometimes you visit a website because the web developer has not gone through SEO and you notice that the website is like a Christmas tree. Even a Christmas tree is not as colorful as some of these websites. Okay? These are some principles you need to understand. Same thing with graphic design. When you're designing a flyer, all the colors of that flyer should be drawn from the logo. They make it very, very simple. And of course, It plays a vital role as well when it comes to optimization on social media platforms. Don't think that you will make multicolored flyer and you think Google will be, social media platform will be very happy with it. No. If I have to visit other websites, let me see if there are other pages here. Let me see if I can visit. You see, I visited this other page and you notice that the title bar here is maintaining the same color. If I have to scroll down to any other section where they are using the color C, they are maintaining the same color from their logo. So it is very important. These are the things that help to optimize a website, and there are so many of them. In the advanced course, we analyze all these tools. We work with them one after the other. And you take a single website, you work with a particular website, you make sure the website is secured. You use tools to check if the website is secured or not. If you are the web developer, we show you how to make the website secure immediately, right? If you're not a web developer, then you have to contact the web developer of that website to do what? To make sure the website is secure. If you're a web developer, when you notice this, what you need to do is, well, you go back and what you readjust. If we have web developers here, I think you've learned something new. If you've just been designing websites without knowing all of this, then you have to work on that. There are so many web developers. Their job is just to design a website. They know nothing about SEO, so they will not do all of this. Their own job is just to create the template which you see. You work with the theme. You just input all the content. You don't even check the grammar of the content which you're placing. You don't even know if there is a title, because when you design a web page, that text which you've added is not even what Google is looking for. There is another section on the website, okay, where you have to put the title, you have to put the slug, you have to put keywords. Google is not looking at the content. No, there is another section, okay, which you use to optimize the website. And in that section, you have to add all the keywords so that when someone types, those keywords will pop up. Google is not focusing on your content. They don't pick those keywords from your content. You may not have that keyword in your content, but you can have that keyword in that section which is needed for the optimization. Obviously, your keyword should be in your content. I'm not saying that you should not place it there, but then that is not a priority for Google, but your keyword should be there. Even when you're doing optimization, Google will tell you that your keyword is not available in your text, your content. Please make sure you place 3 or more of your keyword in your content. And of course, when you're optimizing your website, we always say this: don't optimize your website for Google. Optimize your website for the audience. Because sometimes Google will tell you, or your optimizing tool will tell you, you don't have 3, your keyword is not found on your website. Kindly add this keyword in maybe 3 times on your website. We need to have this keyword 3 times on your website. Then you just go ahead, copy your keyword, just go in 3 places and you just distort the whole of your text. It doesn't have meaning again because you're trying to fit in the keyword. It's a problem. You need to avoid those things. So you should read the sentence very well, read your passage very well, and know where you can fit in that context or fit in that keyword so that it matches. An example, I'm talking about a digital marketing training, right? And I know that what I'm going to add under my keyword will be social media marketing, search engine optimization. So when people search those keywords, my page will show up to them, right? It will indicate. So what I'm going to do is when I'm writing my content, I can say there are several different digital marketing tools. Some of these tools include social media marketing, search engine optimization. I'm indirectly adding those keywords, okay? And of course, when I continue, I'll make sure that where I was supposed to abbreviate SEO, I will change it to what? Search engine marketing, so that it matches with what? With my keyword. Those are some of the techniques. And all of that is being done where? At the back end of a website. Before doing that, you should know how a website looks like. You should know how to get access to a website. You should know how some of the elements are being placed. Don't go and distort somebody's website. Because you're an SEO expert, you don't know anything about website, you get a client's website, and you just go and distort everything. It becomes a problem. Some contents are not showing because you've deleted one page, right? So please, during the SEO advanced section, we really lay emphasis on that. And by the time you're done, you must have learned an aspect of web design. Of course, the aspect which is related to what? Search engine optimization. I hope it is clear. Now let's get to the slides. I believe with the slides it's going to be more understood. Now, the components of SEO, we have the on-page SEO, we have the off-page SEO, and the technical SEO. I already explained that. So, on-page SEO are techniques used on your website to improve its ranking, such as content optimization, the meta tags, the headers. All right, I've already mentioned others, like you adding event buttons like your live chat, your WhatsApp, okay, working on your colors, making sure the website has a logo, okay, making sure that you have your keywords and things like that. Off-page, technique used out of your website to improve its ranking, such as backlinks. You need to add links on other websites to drive traffic to your website. Social signals. Your website should have social media connectivity. There are different ways you link up your social media platform to your website. The first one is doing it manually. Just go to your website, you add your social media buttons, you add the link. The other way is what you learn in digital marketing, how to link up your social media platforms directly to your website. That process is what? You copy tracking codes from your social media accounts or your social media ad accounts, you place them now at the back end of your website for tracking to take place. Okay, so off page, the things you do out of your website, while on page, the things you do on your website. Technical SEO, already mentioned that. Ensuring your website meets the technical requirements of search engines, like what? The site speed. Ensure your website speed is very fast. Ensure your website is mobile friendly and proper what? Indexing. Make sure that those technicalities are done. It's not all about adding links. It's not all about ensuring that people are visiting your website from other sources. No, those technicalities. Under digital marketing, under SEO, they always place this technical SEO under off page. Okay, but I always like to, during this orientation, you should understand that there's a slight difference. But during an advanced training, like during the career path, you will now understand that technical SEO falls under off page. We do most of those things under off page because those are things we are not doing on the website, right? To increase the speed of your website. Anyway, you use the tools. You use a tool to check the speed of your website. And when you check the speed, I notice that it's not fast, then there are some things that that tool will tell you to do on your website. So some of those things you have to do it at the back end of your website, or you do them on the off-page section. Okay, there's some things that the tool will tell you, go and remove this. There is this plugin that is slowing down your website. Okay, go and work on it. So those are some of the things. Or this theme you're using is very, very heavy. All right, you need to do one or two things to ensure that it is lighter. Okay, or your website is not having a logo. Why is your website not having a logo? You work on that. And you notice that as we've been having sessions, you notice that even the slides I use, right? I try to maintain that same pattern. It makes everything looks good. All right. So you can wake up somebody from sleep and ask which color is the TGI logo. You should be able to identify that, right? It sticks into your mind. That's how logos stick in people's mind. Everybody knows that the primary color for Samsung is the right up and blue in color, right? But of course, they have other designs which can fit in any dimension. That's why we always say that when you're designing a logo for a client, you should have at least 3 different logos, 3 different types. Not that you will design 3 different logos, but the logos should be able to fit in any environment. Like the Apple logo. Apple logo, is it black? Is it white? Sometimes when you even have an Apple phone and an iPhone, right, you notice that when they put their logo there, it has no color. Maybe it is silver, right? So their logo can fit in any environment. That's how you design a logo. The TGI logo, we have 2 types, okay? We have the type that can fit, we can place that on a dark background, and that we can place on a white background. So if one does not fit on a particular background, then another will fit. Like what you saw here, right? This is another logo. So it is very flexible. 2 colors, I can manipulate with the logo and fit it in any background. And you notice that the gold color beside can literally fit on many, it can fit on a black background. You can easily see it on a black background. You can easily see it on a white background. Those are some of the principles you need to follow when you are doing graphic design. That's why we always say graphic design is not all about you using a tool. Web design is not all about you being an expert in coding, you being an expert in UX or UI, you being an expert in content management system like WordPress. No, the technicalities matters a lot. You meet someone who is a web developer, he has designed a website, HTML, very good, but the website is terrible. Poor orientation. The coloring is very bad. Pages are not indexing. And when you want to compare him with someone who did web development with content management, with a content management system like WordPress, in fact, so many companies, I can tell you guys with confidence that 90% of top companies in the United Arab Emirates, they design their website with content management, with a content management system. There is a company that is moving, is very wide globally. You can search that on Google. The name is Sitecore. They organize events every year for companies. They come together and their job is to help companies gain online experience. They help develop their website. They have a system, the Sitecore system, where you can sign in, you pay them, they will design your website, not with HTML. HTML is already outdated. When you see a website that is designed by HTML, there are so many things that will be lagging on that website. Very difficult to manage the coloring, very difficult to manage so many things, and sometimes it becomes very slow. Okay, top companies, they now use what? Content management systems. Though we know the basics is HTML, because whenever you click the site source, you see HTML coding. But what they have simply done, all this content management system, what they have done is they have built a system still using HTML, but they have made it now easy. Anybody can go there. You just pay for the services. You are actually paying for the services they have already done. And then you do what? They help you to do what? To now design website, drag and drop, pick things here and there, and you come up with a very beautiful website. We've talked about crawlers and indexing. I think we should not really dwell more, or we should not stay on this. So we said web crawlers, also known as spiders or bots or scavengers, are automated programs used by search engines to discover and scan your website. Crawlers follows what? Links from one page to another, collecting data about each page they visit. This data is used to understand the content and structure of your website. Then, of course, we have the decision, the process by which search engines organize and store the data in their database for what? Quick referral. Indexed pages are those that can appear in search results. Okay, we talked about indexing. So that process from Google sending the crawlers, collecting the report and sending it back to Google, and ranking start taking place is known as what? Indexing. Here are some tools you can use for your search engine optimization. We have 3. Okay, these are the most popular. Google Keyword Planner, which I earlier mentioned, is 100% free. You can have access to that when you're creating Google Ads. You just go there, you type your words and everything, you get the keywords, and you can pick them from there and use. But most of the time, people use it just for paid ads, but you can use it for free ads as well. Ahrefs is a very powerful tool. In fact, I got to know more about them, and I was very excited when I met with them. Okay, I met with the ASEAN coordinator in Singapore when there was the global event in Singapore, and it was really an enlightening, it was really a great process, right? It was a great experience. It's a very good tool as well, but it is a paid tool. I think they give you a trial process, and after that you need to pay. Okay, it's one of the most expensive keyword tool, but it is very, very effective as compared to the others. Okay, so for SEMrush, if your budget is not at that level, you can go for what? Go for SEMrush. If you can't afford Ahrefs, you go for SEMrush. If you can't afford SEMrush, then you can manage what? Your keyword planner. There are other tools we always use, which are free as well. Okay, we have the small SEO tool. You can just search online. That one is provided by Google. All right, just type small SEO tool, you find it. You can equally use that to get keywords. Just that before you get through it, there are so many. I think it is free. They have signed up with Google AdSense, so you are going to see so many ads, but then you can still manage with it. Okay. Then, of course, we have what we call long tail and short tail keywords. We talked about keywords, right? And I said those keywords help your visitors to see your ad whenever they use a search term. Okay, so there are two types. We have the long tail keyword and the short tail keyword. What's the difference? For long tail keywords, they are more specific. Okay, while short tail keywords are general. If you have a business, okay, if you have a business, let's say you are into rent, or let's say you are into Nike shoes. Okay, you are into Nike shoes. So if you are into Nike shoes, you can have a keyword, which is just what? The Nike shoes. Okay? You can have another keyword which you're going to use for your ad, known as what? Red Nike shoes. You can have what? Red Nike shoes. So this one is longer and it is specific. Okay? You can have another one. You can say running red Nike shoes. Okay, so that is another word. So this is specific, while this is general. General keywords most of the times are very expensive as compared to specific keywords. Okay, if you have a business, you don't really have enough money to spend on ads, and you know your business is a specific business. Let's say you get into waist trainers. If you use only the word waist trainers, you might spend more because you have competitors for that particular keyword. Okay, so you may decide to add red waist trainers, white waist trainers. Okay, or you can put expensive or cheap waist trainers. Okay, so there are other words you can add that is based on your budget, or after using your keyword planner, you search and you know which keyword is better, you can use that. But for your free ads, please add both keywords. You can add the long tail and you can add the short tail keywords. These ones are usually less competitive and equally less expensive. This is more competitive and more expensive. Long tail are always long in length, just from the name, while the short tail are just short words. Sometimes you have a single word, but usually we have two words for the short tail. So long tail keywords are more specific and usually longer phrases. They often have lower search volume, but higher conversion rate. So what do you mean by conversion rate? Conversion is any profitable action taking place on your website. That's the meaning of conversion. So the conversion rate now is what, in terms of what measurement, you are measuring your profitability. And when we talk about profitability, it doesn't only mean making profit in terms of monetary value. Okay, sometimes we consider profitability when you get more leads. I can say I have done an ad and I was able to get 50 leads. 50 people were able to contact me in respect to my business. I can still consider that as what? A profitable action. Let's say I'm organizing an event. I want to train 500 students for this event. I do an ad. It's a free event. I know at the end of the day, I will not get any benefit. I do my ads and I was able to get the 500. That is a profitable action. Conversion has taken place. Okay? So that is it as far as long tail. And when we mean by higher conversion rate, it means people are specific on what they want. People who use search terms on their search engine that are long, like this, okay? People who use this usually tend to buy, okay? They usually tend to get that product because they have stayed for some time. Let's take an example. I want to buy an iPhone. There is iPhone 12, there's iPhone 13, there's iPhone 14, 15. So I don't really know which one I can go for, right? So, and sometimes you have to go based on your budget or based on the specifications or based on what reviews. So sometimes when I want to buy from Amazon, what I do is I just go online. Let's say I want to buy a headset. I'll just type headset, right? Or I want to buy a digital camera, for example. Now, take an example. I have the Sony ZV-10 camera, okay? And before purchasing this camera, I had to go online. Best camera for what? Shooting videos or for YouTube videos and things like that. When you do all of that, you're going to get what? Variety of options. You read them or you watch the video. If you're searching on YouTube, you get your results. Once you've been able to analyze all the results or all the videos that have been provided to you, you now come out with what? Your decision. Once you have that decision, you're going online to search, you're actually typing that product and you are likely to buy. Even if you don't buy now, you're going to buy in future. That is why it is always important to add those specific keywords, be it for paid ads, be it for free ads. Because whenever someone uses a long tail, know that that person aims at what? Buying a product. And of course, you're going to make in profit and you're going to get a profitable action. We've talked about on-page optimization techniques. All of these are being done on the website. Title tags is what is needed. Meta description is what is needed. You have to, there are so many, you have to indicate if you have headers on your article, H1, H2, H3. Web developers, you understand that more better. Optimizing images and multimedia, they will tell you, please add 3 images. Please, if there is a way of adding a single video, it is good. Use description file names, all text for images. They will tell you, you've added 3 images. Fantastic. You've done a great job. But then, you've not even labeled the images. You've not named them. You've not even add an alternative text to the image. If someone searches this image, if someone does not type this name to identify this image, which other name do you think is preferable? That is what we call alt text or alternative text. Sometimes, to improve the quality of your website, there are so many videos, so many images that are so heavy. That is what is slowing down your website. So, hey, please go and compress these images. You need another tool to do your compression. So that is simply what we mean by on-page, some of the techniques. Everything is done at the back end of the website. Off-page, link building strategies, we've talked about that. Placing links on external sites. Social media signals, likes, share, comment, direct. You see driving traffic to your website, all of that play a vital role. Online reputation management. Manage your online reputation by monitoring and responding to reviews, mention, and comments. Whenever someone visits the website, Tadita Group Institute, and comments in the live, use the live chat. If the person in charge of that aspect does not respond, it becomes a serious problem. Because by responding to that site, by responding to that message, you are already optimizing your website. The interaction is there. So if it happens and the person in charge does not respond, I get very angry. Because at that moment, I have lost lots of what? Crawlers on the website. Okay, so there are several things which you need to do in order to ensure your website ranks. We've talked about the technical aspect, site speed, the sitemap, and robot.txt. So when it comes to robot.txt and sitemap, I'm really going deep. Sitemap simply means you're adding Google Maps to your website. It's very good as well. Once Google recognizes that you've added a map of your business on your website, it helps to improve your ranking. There's what we call robot.txt. Robot.txt simply means you are able to identify if your website, the monitors, maybe monitors on your website are falling or they are up, down or up, down or up. Okay, so they always tell you your site is going up, your site is coming down. Your site is going up, your site is coming down. Another aspect of the sitemap, okay, there is always what we call, that is even done, yes, there's what we call heat mapping. as well. Heat mapping simply means that you're able to identify sections on your website where people have clicked on. There are tools that can enable you identify that. All right. Advantages of search engine optimization. Your website will be found, obviously. After 6-7 months of optimizing your website, people are what? Are very happy. People are easily going to find your website. Improve competitive edge. So long as your website is being optimized, you're going to be pushed on the Google ranking and you obviously outsmart your competitors. Expand customer base and target audience. Very great as well. Even though when it comes to target audience, paid ads are far more better. But of course, when you run your website very well, it's always going to be at the top. That's the reason why no matter how some websites are ranking, they still tend to do what? They still tend to run paid ads. I can go online and search iPhone. I will see Amazon under free ads. I will see Apple under free ads. But they still run ads. Okay? Because they already know that their competitors are doing the same thing, so they should be doing the same as well. Long-term standing. Once your website has been optimized, trust me, it's always going to be there. All you need to do is you do 1 or 2 touches and your website will be okay. Free traffic, you're not paying for it. Target traffic. Once the algorithm has been understood by Google, what happens? They already know that your audience are coming from this direction. So whenever anyone searches from that direction, they are going to show your ad there. Higher sales, right? You're going to have a lot of return on investment. Since you're not spending to drive traffic to your website, your profit will be very high. Hence, you're going to get good return on what? On investment. Obviously, you might just invest just on the website and the person managing the site, it ends there. But when it comes to paid ads, you're investing on your website, you're investing on the person managing the website, you're investing on a digital marketer to run ads for you. Okay? All the results can be measured, obviously. With tools like Google Analytics, you can easily measure things that are happening on your website. Better conversion. You get good sales. Sales that are coming from that direction, they are good sales. Even though they can never be better than what? The ones from paid ads. Paid ads will always surpass. Companies like Amazon. Amazon does not really make a lot of money, though they run paid ads, but they don't really make a lot as compared to, because the company is already popular, right? So many people know about Amazon. So they have mobile applications and they drive more of their profit. They drive more of their budget on ads that are being shown on mobile applications, because obviously more than half of the population, the world's population, on smartphone. They are always on their smartphones. So that is where they focus their attention. Your own 24-hour market team and shop front. Obviously, your website will always be online 24/7. Whenever someone needs anything, it's going to be there. It increases what we call visibility. Most of you must have noticed that before registering for the training, once you are done with filling of the form, at the end, there is always what? Visit website. And we always get those notifications. That's another way we actually drive traffic to our website. We are shooting 2 birds with a single stone, right? Some people might just end the ad there. When you finish, you exit the page, but we add that. When someone clicks on it, there are some people that will always want to go to the website, check up the website before coming to fill the form. Or after filling the form, they want to really know more about the institute. As simple as that. I hope I've been able to cover everything that we all need as far as this training is concerned. What are some of the disadvantages? Sometimes a website will never be indexed. There are so many of them. I really wanted to show you guys I said this class was going to be practical, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys the hosting platform I am using for my clients, or most clients. That's for the TG Digital Agency. Let me just sign in. I want to show you guys something, okay? Sometimes I don't necessarily need to go and start checking if my website is ranking. Because I'm using a very good hosting platform, they are able to tell me if my website is ranking or not. I just want to show you guys something. 1 minute. So let me sign into my account. 383. I will just open the page, which I want to show you guys, and you'll see what I'm saying. Okay. Perfect. I think I have. All right. So let me share right now. So this is my hosting platform. This is the platform I'm using to host websites. I have approximately 37 websites that are being hosted on this platform, and these are the various websites that are being hosted on this platform. Now you can see performance in terms of optimization. See, this website is 81%, this is 60%, this is 89%. Some of them, these are subdomains, so basically they will not be showing any optimization. These are all subdomains. I want to take you guys to real websites that are ranking. Okay, this is the foundation, 44%. Let's see. So this platform is able to identify, is able to pick out some websites, okay, and able to tell me how fast the website are being optimized, the performance in terms of optimization. If I go to my browser, let's say if I go to this browser and I type here African, let's say I want to attend a digital marketing conference, because sometimes I search conferences globally. Okay, most of the conferences that I attended, I actually searched them online, for different countries. Okay, so I searched for the first thing. Let's search for world digital conference. So the next, let's see if it pops up, the one which I'm looking for. Yes, so this is the World Digital Marketing Forum, or Digital Marketing World Forum. They organize conferences in Singapore, in Amsterdam, London, and so on. Okay, so you can see they are on the first page. But they are not at the top, right? And you know that there are paid ads here before what? The free ads. So when you look at this website is well optimized. So if I have to open, you see the speed at which it opens, right? Immediately I clicked on it, it didn't take up to 5 seconds. We got to the website. So speed is a vital tool when it comes to optimization. Okay, so you look at their logo and you notice that majority of their colors are being drawn from their logo. Okay, I will take another site which is well optimized. Let me go for Global Digital Summit. I think this one is being organized by the World Bank. Let's see. Global Digital Summit. It's well ranked as well. Okay, so if I search for African Digital Conference, so we have the paid ad here, the gtexafrica.com. The second one we have here is what? The Africa Digital Skill Conference. Then we have what? The African Digital Conference. See, it is well ranked. That's why you're able to see 40 or 81, which means that if we continue to optimize the site, it's going to be very visible. And the objective is that when people want to attend conferences in Africa, they should be able to identify this. Remember, when we started this session, I earlier mentioned that this is something which is still in the pipeline. So many people don't know about the site yet, but it's actually being ranked by Google. You see, there are other websites, that are related to that, but then this one is still topping the chart. Okay, so I hope with that in mind, you guys have actually understood the difference between on-page and off-page. Questions? Questions? Questions, please. Any question?
Please, thank you very much for your presentation. I have one question.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. You see, the last interface you showed concerning the ranking of the website on Google.
Yes.
So you see, the sponsored one came first,
Yes.
and the unsponsored one, well optimized, came just after the sponsored one. So does it mean that even if you optimize your website very well and you are not you don't pay for the sponsorship, the sponsored one will come first before the well optimized one,
It
even
will,
if
it
the
will,
sponsored one is more well optimized than yours.
it will always, the sponsor ads will always be at the top. That's how they make their money. So you can't expect them to place free ads above paid ads. Okay. The sponsored ads will always be at the top. They'll always be at the top, while the free ads will always be will be in the middle. But then, like I earlier mentioned, there are 7 ads, 4 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Those ads that cannot fit at the top, Google will just push them below what? The free ads. You understand? So people only identify your ad below what? The free ads. So no matter how you optimize your website, you can never be above those who have paid. And remember, those who are at the bottom, if for one reason those who are at the top decide to stop their ads from running, those at the bottom will occupy the top position. But
Right,
obviously,
okay.
they will always, the paid ads will always be on the first page. Even though some paid ads are always on the second, the third, the fourth page, but priority always goes for those who are bidding higher.
Okay.
Any other question?
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Any other question? Please ask your questions. Ask your questions if you have a doubt. I hope the difference between these two tools we've mentioned today, or these 2 modules, is well understood. Yes, Isaac, your hand is up. Do you have a question?
Yes, sir. Please, I want to suggest that our what you asked us to do with the Instagram, to share our profile. Can we do it on the WhatsApp page also?
The WhatsApp page is going to be so crowded, so it won't be possible on the WhatsApp page. We want a situation where everyone who is participating can easily interact, because when you start sharing the group, it's going to cause a lot of chaos.
Please.
Yeah, so we're going to do that just here. But again, like I said before, we're going to be having other sessions which will be coming up.
Okay.
You can always come around, stick around, and try to improve on your social media handles as well. But then we can't do that in the group.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Even though we are thinking of a scenario where we're going to have a group strictly for that, but we are still thinking. We don't know if we are going to actually implement that. We don't want a situation where we make an environment inconducive for some people. So I think this is, this is conducive enough.
Okay.
Any other question?
Thank you.
Any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question? Okay, Faith is asking, does Google set the pay range for your ads, or the digital marketer choose how much he or she wants to pay? You as a digital marketer, you decide how much you want to pay, okay? But again, when you go further in digital marketing, you're going to understand that what you actually bid, the amount which you're willing to pay, is not exactly the amount you pay, okay? There is what we call bidding strategy. There is what we call bidding strategy, and there is what we call ad spend. There's what we call the bid amount, and there's what we call ad spend. The bid amount is actually what you're bidding, but ad spend is actually the money you are paying. All right. And obviously, the ad spend is always lower than the bid amount. So you may decide to bid $10. At the end of the day, you might even end up paying $1, even though you're at the top of the page. Okay. So that's it. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? All right.
Sir,
While we are waiting for the questions, I'm going to drop the attendance sheet.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, sir, thank you. For the SEO on page, you mentioned invite Google to start ranking. How do you do that?
There is a tool which you install at the back end of your website. Once you install that tool, you're going to toggle it on. Once you toggle it on, Google will start visiting your website. And of course, you cannot invite Google on your website when you've not ranked it properly. Okay? You have to make sure the content, your first thing you need to do is that there is the all-in-one SEO or the use SEO. Once you install it, they are going to be analyzing a particular page, content on a particular page. They are going to tell you what you need to do if your website needs to rank. Once they've told you all those things and you do them, it doesn't mean your website will start ranking immediately. You have to invite what? You have to invite those crawlers to come to your website.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question? All right. While we get other questions, I'm going to share this. Please, while I am getting first of all, I'm going to get the link. Everyone, you have about 10 minutes to fill up the form. I think it shouldn't take up to 10 minutes. Everybody should have filled. Once it has been filled, then we will do the connect. We are going to connect again on social media. Okay, we'll do it one more time before we end the class. So I have the form right here for day 2. So let me share with you guys so that you can. Please, once the session is over, once we are done with the training, please kindly take part in the assessment. It's very important, not only to you, but to us as well. Let us be satisfied, at least let us be satisfied that we've done a great job, okay? So please, once we are done, kindly make sure you take the quiz. We are going to organize the quiz on, we're going to announce that after the SEO class, we'll tell you when you take the exam. So please, that's the form. Kindly click on it and fill. Okay, kindly click on it and fill. So you guys can see we are more than, that form takes more than 50. In the last time, the last one which was filled, we had 51. This time around, we should have approximately the same amount. So it will take us a little time to get your certificates ready. So please, immediately after the class, don't come and start sending messages asking about them. It's going to take a little time, okay, for it to be done, signed, and sent through your emails. So make sure you put the right email address. And as you're filling this, make sure you fill the names the way you want it to appear on your certificate. And I'll advise again, when you're filling the names, the first letter of each name should begin with a capital letter, the rest in small letters. From now henceforth, please. If you can do it that way, it's going to serve a lot so that it will be easy to pick these names and work on the certificates. Then the advanced training program starts early next month. For those who want to have a career in digital marketing, we are going to share the link. And we would really love to have those who have gone through this training rather than everyone, because it's going to give us a lot of headache. Now you guys are already familiar with it, so we are not going to get into all this literature again. We just get into the practical aspect, the Google Ads. We know that in less than one and a half month, we are done with Google Ads because it's 100% practical, so we'll not have that time to be giving you guys theories upon theory. You already have the fundamentals, so it'll be very easy to learn. And it doesn't look easy as it seems because it's a lot of work. a lot. And to become an expert, you really need to take your time dedicated and you go through it. And again, if you don't have a PC and you can't lay hands on one, we will not encourage you to take the class because you won't be doing you anything. You'll practically not be doing any exercises and you're going to forget everything that has been done. So please, if you have to take the class, try getting a laptop. Very important. Any question? Any question?
Please, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, regarding the first lectures, the first lesson, you said you notify us once you upload the video, but we have not gotten any notification.
I shared already in the forum. You meant, okay, what I'll do is that, please, what I'll do is that tomorrow, I'm
Okay.
going to send it through the mail. You will receive it in the group and I'll forward it through the mail as well. I think some
Okay.
people here are not in the group, so it becomes difficult for you to get. So I will share both of them, the recorded session of the previous class and this one, through emails, and I'll equally share in the group. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. All right, so I am assuming that everyone has filled the form. So you can go ahead, please. You can start sharing your links the second time so that people can. I see some people already sharing. Please, for the sake of the class and for everyone to go home smiling at least that they have achieved one thing, make sure you connect with everyone. Please, it's very important. They won't deduct a single franc from your salary if you don't connect, if you connect with someone. So please make sure you connect with everyone. This is very important, please. And I have done same with all the accounts. There are more than how many participants here? And majority of you have not connected with the institute, please. Please, and again, once you've connected with the institute, please, we will love you to go to the account, the school account, the flyer which is there in respect to this course. Make sure you like the flyer and then you drop your comments, okay? Drop your review as far as that particular, just drop your review as far as that particular class is concerned. We will really appreciate if you can do that.
Hello, sir. Sorry, please.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, please. I don't know. This form is telling me the site cannot be reached. And the first class, that was what happened, and this one again.
Did you feel it last time?
No, I didn't. I was unable to feel it.
Okay, you have my personal WhatsApp number?
Yes, I equally sent a message for you on WhatsApp.
Okay, what you should do is send me your details, all the information as it is on that page. I will help you fill. Okay? If you, I think some people always have that difficulty. So please, just send to me and I'm going to assist you with that. I don't understand why this page. Let me see something. Okay. As you're connecting, please return the favors. I know majority of you have already connected with the institute as per last class, so it might not be an issue again. If I'm able to connect with everyone, then I don't see any reason why you guys shouldn't. At least if by the end of this class, you're able to have at least 100 followers, it's good. And obviously you're going to get a lot of interactions. And again, please share only yours. Don't go and start copying other links and you're sharing, please. Share only your link. It's very important.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Rosie and I'm calling from Nairobi, Kenya.
You're welcome.
I've always been not very sure whether I'm actually in the meeting. Have you been seeing me all through? Because I don't see pictures of people, and there's sometimes I ask a question and I don't hear an answer, so I'm not very sure. Because I'll be very honest, I'm not very techy.
Okay. Were you able to get my presentations? Were you able to get my voice?
Yes, I can receive your presentations,
Okay.
but I never know. How can I ever know that I'm in? Because
so long as you can get my voice during the presentation, you are 100% in.
Excellent. And then I have another question.
Yes,
just like the other gentleman who said he doesn't get the form. I never got the form, and I never got the messages for the first 2 sessions. So I'm assuming you're going to repeat them again?
For the first 2 sessions, I am going to send the recorded session first, and secondly, we're going to have these sessions over and over again. So if you missed out the first one and you really love attending the sessions live, then you have the opportunity to attend it again. However, I am going to send you, how did you get the link to this? How did you connect to this class? Is it through the WhatsApp or through your email?
I got it through Facebook.
Oh, through Facebook. Are you in any group?
I joined. When I saw a link say join, I joined. I joined on WhatsApp. So I think I'm now getting your messages through WhatsApp, and my ID, the ID to enter, I'm getting it also through WhatsApp.
Okay, perfect. So perfect. So what is going to happen is that, all right, so what is going to happen is that I'm going to send these recorded sessions in WhatsApp and through your mail. And again, please, since you all are filling the forms, at the end of our session, okay?
Yes.
After sending the recorded sessions to everyone generally, I am going to send it specifically to those who have filled the form. So it's going to be very easy. So I am sure that everyone attending this session right now were able to get the recorded sessions. And
okay, so I'll receive so sir, I'm going to receive a form from you separately because I can't see it.
What you need to do is in that group, just open, you're going to see my account, my name. Just send me a private message and I'll forward everything to you.
Okay, excellent. And by the way, I know I'm going to send one in writing, but I wanted to tell you personally because it will make me feel very good. You are an excellent trainer, and I enjoyed every bit of new information I learned, and I'm very grateful, and God has been using you in a mighty way. So I just wanted to thank you even on behalf of everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to hear that.
So I look forward for the form.
Okay, no problem. Just get to me on WhatsApp and I'm going to give you the form immediately. If you face difficulties filling, just let me know. You give me your details. I'm going to fill the form on your behalf so that it'll be easy for us to work from there.
Excellent. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
your lovely customer experience.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Guys, before connecting, make sure you fill the form. Don't forget filling the form and you start connecting with people. If you don't have a social media handle, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, please, before our next class, kindly make sure you have an account. You can have a Facebook account. If you don't have a page, no problem. I think you should attend our next class before you create a Facebook page. But if you have an account, if you don't have an account, try to get one. You know how to do that, right? Just go to facebook.com and you're going to create a new account if you don't have one, because we're going to train you how to create a Facebook business page, a business Instagram account, and of course, how you can convert those accounts to professional accounts and you start advertising on your social media handles, okay? This is an opportunity, guys. There are so many students in our past classes. There are so many students who attend social media classes, and once they are done, they start posting. They can't get comments. They can't get likes. This is the opportunity. I don't know what you would benefit if someone connects with you and you don't connect with the person and the person disconnect with you later. I don't know how beneficial that will be to you, because I have said that and it is very, very strict. If after 24 hours, you've connected with someone and that person is not have not connected with you back, you have the obligation to unfollow that person, okay? You have every reason to do that, because this is not, we don't have celebrities here. We are not behaving as if we are celebrities. We are all in an environment where we are learning and we are connecting. Okay, you cannot follow, you can decide not to follow someone that you don't know, but I'm considering this forum as a community, and I believe each and every one of us here should know each other. Okay, so it's very, very important. Please drop your comments on our Instagram account. Just go, the flyer, I just posted that flyer purposely for that. Okay, we don't usually post most of our training flyers on our social media handles, but I just did that purposely for the comment. It's very important. Go and comment. And once we are done with our LinkedIn training, please don't get your certificates and you place them behind your, maybe in your bags or behind your bed. That's what so many people do. You are done with a training program like this one, and instead of you to kick off, just get, if you can't join maybe the institute itself, look for any digital marketing institute around you. Try to work with them, try to get maybe their prices. If it is comfortable for you, get their curriculum, look at their curriculum to see if it matches with what you want. Just complete with the training. It's really going to help you, because after this, so many people forget what we've done. You're going to forget so many things. All right. So please, this training should not only end here. Try to get so many trainings. And of course, at the level of our institute, we have been doing this for the last 4 years, and we will continue doing. There will be no time when you won't be receiving trainings. There will be no time when you just sit in the forum, you don't get information. It's like we just come and we do things and we leave. No, we've been having sessions like this every year. We've been having sessions like, let me just say every year, every month. And it's, you guys are fortunate to be part of this segment, because we have other groups that have been filled up and we keep on having this training over and over again. So please, our main objective is to ensure that we bring up professionals in digital marketing from Africa. We don't have many of them. We just have people who think they are digital marketers, where they will go and learn it 1 week training or 2 week training and think they have gotten something. When it comes to things like Google Ads, 1 month is not even enough. That's the reason why we handle all these theoretical courses now, so that when we start the practical aspect of the class, we already assume at that level that you know something about digital marketing. I won't go and start talking about crawlers again or indexing, though we are just going to bypass so you understand. So we are just going to be using the words now. How do you get crawlers to the website? Using this method, using this method, using this method. That's what we're doing at that moment. Okay, so please, At least you've learned something today. Even if you forget any other thing, don't forget about crawlers. Don't forget about indexing. Those 2 words. Don't forget about search terms. Don't forget about keywords. Those 4 words should always be in your mind. At least you can open your smartphone. You can know that this ad is from a paid, this ad is a paid ad, this is a free ad, and I should trust this one rather than this one. Okay? And it's going to prevent you from clicking links. There are so many people who are fond of clicking links and you get scammed for no reason. You get links here and there. You don't even know what the link is all about. But because they are giving you information about making income online, you start picking things. Listen, affiliate marketing is not what people think. When you hear people telling you register 1,000, 2,000, join an affiliate program, you are just wasting your time. That is not affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, you don't need to pay a dime to do affiliate marketing, except you want to design your own website to use for affiliate marketing. That's the only time you can spend money. And you're literally spending money to get a domain name or to get a hosting platform for your website. It ends there. All affiliate marketing platforms, they give you their referral links for free. You create their accounts for free. In fact, they are begging you to advertise their business. You don't need to pay to have access to a platform before you start advertising their business to make profit. It doesn't work that way. It's only in network marketing that we can hear things like that, whereby you have to register with an amount of money and then you start advertising. Even with affiliate, with network marketing, real network marketing platforms, when you do those registration, you are not even registering like you just put your money and you start doing marketing. No, you register and they give you maybe some products or some services that are commensurate to the money you spend. So literally, you are being part of the system for free because you've gotten goods or services worth the money which you've paid. Okay, so please, affiliate marketing is part of the advanced digital marketing program. Email marketing, when someone hears the word, I've seen so many students, when they hear the word email marketing, it's like a nightmare. When they hear the word Google Ads, it's like a nightmare. But I think from what we've done now, you have that relaxed mind. And I know there are people here who have gone through digital marketing. I can say they are digital marketing experts from the way they were answering questions, I know. Okay? And it's a very good thing because due to the fact that you already know, but you still want to gain lots of knowledge. Me attending conferences, me traveling to countries to attend conferences does not mean that I'm going there to gain something new or I don't know what I am doing, right? You go there, you connect with people. Some of these events, you go, you connect with people, and obviously, if they teach a particular topic 10 times, there is one thing you will learn on each of those segments that you never learned it before. Trust me. There are so many things that I've omitted here due to my explanation. And maybe in the next session, those things will now come up, all right? And I'll be able to explain them again. So thank you all for participating. And today's session, we really had a lot of participants, okay? So before going, please make sure, just visit our page, you like, and you drop a very good comment. It's really going to help us. And again, don't forget to fill the attendance sheet. As you must have noticed that I have not even announced in the group about certificates, because if I do, trust me, in the next class, we are going to have 100 plus people here, which means they are not coming for the training. They are actually coming to get the certificates. So I decided to keep it that way. We continue with the 50, okay? And they might only get the announcement when the certificates are ready. We say you get your certificates in your email and they will start asking if there was a certificate or not. So first of all, we get those who are committed, then we now pass the announcement.